like him, inside and outside. Blew his house with the blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around. 'Cause he ain't got nobody to listen. I'm good, I was need, I was dying, 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 I was need.
All right, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Jumper Punch.
Yeah.
How we going, guys?
Good.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Cheer, cheer the red
Actually,
and the white.
look, what we're going to do is but forget about that. Well, listen, there's a couple of teams that just made the grand final, yeah?
Yes.
So I thought what we'll do is, can we just play this quick theme song
All
so
right.
we can
Yeah,
give them
okay,
a little
let's
bit
go.
of a thing.
All
So
right.
let's go.
Let's go.
What's going on with the fucking
What's
hell?
the audio?
push play?
Okay.
What's going on? No, they fucked it up again.
Here we go. Cheer, cheer the red and the white. Honor the name by day and by night. Lift that noble banner high. Shake down the thunder from the sky. What though the odds be great or small, one will go in and win overall. While her loyal sons are marching onward to victory.
Hey, can you imagine the wrong theme song being played? Far out. We got to fix up this, man. We can't do those sort of mistakes.
Come on, mate. You're stuffing it all up, mate. You stuffed the audio up. You
Far out, mate. Is that the phone?
Hello.
Hello. Sorry? Okay. All right. No problem. All right. Apparently we got a message from Mark Murphy. For all
Hello,
the callers.
broadcast.
A message from Mark Murphy. Hello,
Here we
broadcast.
are. Fucking hell, we're just getting messages now.
That photo is like,
Iconic.
that's brilliant. That.
But that's been doing the rounds all
I love it. I love it, man. That's been saved for how long?
We won that game by 10
Yeah,
goals.
that's it.
remember?
That's it.
We did.
That's it.
Fucking hell.
So, what do we? You know what we'll do? We'll get some coffees.
coffees.
We'll
Okay.
get straight.
Oh, this is the
stuck
actual
into-
call now. Oh,
Yeah,
this
no,
is
it's
the
the actual
proper
call.
call.
Hey, listen, man. It's not up to me. People ring me up. They know the number. I don't know, but I reckon there might be a few calls during the night.
Oh, okay. All right.
There might be a few calls.
Okay.
Hey, yeah! Dun, 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 dun. I know you Sydney supporter, nah, but yeah, I know, you shit up. Imagine the trip back. I know. It's going to be unsafe now for the rest of the week. They're all coming back. I know. What can you do? They should be back by Wednesday. Well, they got to be, because on Thursday they got to pick up their unemployment checks.
They're all going to neck themselves, mate. They're dead.
All right, we'll get some stuff going. Thank you very much.
He said that on air last night. He rang. He said that on air.
Oh yeah, we got a bit of a
Announcement, yes.
Announcement.
Yes,
yeah,
we
we'll
do,
do that
yeah.
later. We'll do that later.
Yes.
We'll do that later. All right. Yeah, but unfortunately, as big as a star as you are, all right.
Yeah, they can't see that. Look here. Reto Papli.
The plumber.
I gotta go get that.
You got to get the coffee.
The plumber. Haha.
All right. So we're proudly sponsored by.
Melbourne Coffee Rose.
That's it.
I think this calls for a great moment here with the Nutella B Ready.
Yeah, that's it, man. We got this going.
There we go.
Oh, you got licorice.
Looks
Got
like
some licorice.
Oh,
That's
you
gonna
like
get-
licorice?
I don't mind licorice.
I don't mind it.
Gives you the gagarella, but
Yeah,
I'm you have too many of them.
Oh,
All right.
I'm actually up and about
Let's
for this show.
just-
Not that I'm not always up and
We're
about
gonna
for
go
these shows.
hardcore.
but, yeah, why not?
Alright, cool.
I get a little limoncello as well later to celebrate
I think
the
so.
demise of.
I think so. I think we're gonna have a bit of
The ways of the wonders of this world.
I love
Fate.
it.
All right, before we go on, can you just
Nothing
play,
but
see
misery.
the folder?
Oh, yeah.
Right,
folder?
and just click it, please.
Yes, okay.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Got a birthday wish.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Mars.
Oh, goody, one you. Hey,
Hey.
happy birthday,
That's what we had
Marcello.
here.
Yeah, that's it. So happy birthday,
Happy
brother.
birthday.
Thank you. Yeah.
Salute.
What goes up but doesn't come down.
Cheers.
What?
Your age.
Ah,
right, very
yes, or something else. Oh boy.
That happens with your age too.
No, that's what I
That's the blue pill.
I was about to say you got a dirty mind.
Yeah, I do.
So
Make no
I had to
apologies for it.
sneak that in. So see the way I covered it all, so you didn't
Yeah.
know it was coming up because I knew you
I
were
saw
probably
it.
I saw HBM and I'm like,
Yeah, that's right. Happy birthday, Mars.
yeah.
They do well.
Because I was thinking, like, if I show it, he's going to say, I don't want it on there. You
How
know,
good's
got
that
my
photo?
wish. I
How
got
good's
my
that
wish.
photo with the ball?
I love this. I see the photo there. So that's you and well,
That's
your
at his
cousin.
old
So
house.
you've known each other all your life. What a stupid thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you've
yeah.
hung around all your life too, haven't you?
Yeah.
And how old was that ball one?
Oh,
like
I don't know, 8 or 9 years old.
Look at you, man. Like,
I
I
know.
want to just hug you. Now I want to bash you. You know, like how things change. You know, like. So,
That was in our old backyard.
Yeah.
Ah, it was a
Yeah,
while
that's
ago.
sick.
We used to smash the fucking garage door and his dad used
That
to lose
loser.
Oh, with the ball.
Oh!
Yeah, you could hear that. The
Look
boom.
at you come inside, you're all
Inside, he's
sweaty.
sweaty.
Look at you.
it.
What do you want me to do?
You know the
inside.
difference between, mate, like those days and these days? Like those days you would come inside.
Yes,
now
come
you're saying
inside.
go
Go
outside,
outside.
mate. Marino Brothers.
Yep.
Who's
I
going to do
nearly
it?
choked on my
Come on,
thing.
you do it. Do it for your best.
Marino Bros. Spend $60 or more and get free delivery the next day if
That's
you order
it.
before 12 p.m. or
That's
12
it.
a.m. Sorry, midnight.
That's it.
Same,
That's it.
same.
Same. And
Yep.
what about Top Dog Liquor?
Top Dog Liquor.
So we got that.
Linden Hosking.
Yep.
There we go.
So get on there.
Oh, actually, I've got one of the guests in our esteemed audience, Jackson Fry,
Yeah.
is in Echuca this weekend, and he picked up some beer from Top Dog Liquor. We don't have the photo of it yet. He might send it in before the edit for this is done. So if he does,
Or else we'll put her on next week.
or else we'll put it on
Put it on
next week.
next
But he
week.
actually got a frothy. I think he got some
That's
frothies
sick.
from
That's
Top Dog
good.
Liquor.
That's good.
Out in
We've
Echuca.
earned our keep.
Bloody oath. So if you're out in
One
Echuca,
person.
Go there.
if he would have, mate, he would have gone. He would have been walking through the town,
Yeah.
and he would have. Geez, Top Dog Liquor. Oh, that's the jumper punch.
But that's what it does.
That's exactly right.
That's a branding,
Exactly
mate. You
right.
slowly get it. What is it, those subliminal...
Subliminal messages.
Yeah.
They used to do them. They used
That's
to do
how
little quick-
Columbo solved the crime, actually. The subliminal
Did he?
clips in the movies. Yeah, they put like a clip for like not even a quarter of a
Yeah.
second.
And it
Your eye can't see it, but your subconscious
picks
mind
it up,
sees
yeah.
it. It's like they do it with like food and stuff.
They do it with ads and that.
Yeah. Don't know
that's
if it
sick.
works, but
Nah, I don't know.
Columbo solved the crime.
He
So.
did.
Everyone get on to our channel. Make sure catch up on those interviews and that.
Yes.
We've got a special thing happening
What are
this
we?
week.
Are we announcing how many subscribers we've got? Or are we gonna? Or
Yeah,
have you done
let's do it.
something for you haven't
No,
done
no.
any. 700
700.
subscribers.
Hit 700.
We
So
need 300.
300 more. We got to get those 300 more. We have got this week's one is something different, and then we got a couple of big interviews. We got a
Huge ones.
big show happening where
Yes.
we got a couple of players
Massive.
having a look
It'll be
at
a
a
laugh
certain
too, I
grand
reckon.
final. I reckon this is going to be the day.
And
you
apparently, if you think one of them's already one of the funniest, apparently the other bloke is funnier.
I reckon
I don't
too.
know. I don't know how that's.
can't- I don't
Is
know
that
how
even
happen.
possible?
Nah. Two wogs in the same room.
That can't be possible.
Watching themselves achieve something. That's gonna be like fucking. That's gonna be unreal. Yeah. So if that's it. Well, it's starting to get the hang of who that one person is. He's we went to see him too. Anyway, we'll talk about that. Hey, what about if you want to jump on board?
Yes, at thejumperpunch@gmail.com.
Lisa, I want
We need
some more.
more and more.
What?
We need Darcy.
What?
Oh, he needs more.
He needs it all.
So email us in if you want to be part
Yeah,
of the show next year.
100%, man.
Which
Any
is,
sort get on
the
there.
way to go. It's gonna be
Yeah,
huge.
get on there. It's going to be huge. Hey, listen. Now, people go, why are you so happy Collingwood lost and why do you hate them and that? You know what I mean? Like, oh, you hate Essendon and that, man. Trust me, we went through hatred for years. But not only like as supporters, as the players, the teams used to really hate each other. Like now, you get this weedering, blah, blah. Shut up. I'm telling you, there was death on the ground, right? And this is why I hate Collingwood.
On the press box side, in comes Tuddenham. Tuddenham has grabbed, gets it rather high. Rather unlucky not to get a free kick, battling on. And, you saw that player go down then. I think it's still...
Over here towards Nichols over the top of Waters. There's a lovely hand pass by Jezelenko. Out to Hall. Hall tries to play the ball on.
Crane will get the free.
Crane, if he can take it.
But they always
A
went to
little bit
knuckle
of bother
Collingwood.
going on there too. Now Crane's in bother.
Oh, don't worry.
thigh.
Don't worry, Carlton
He
did
plays
too.
over
What's
the left
this
foot
one?
now. Gould waiting from behind.
That's grouse. Oh, yes.
Have a look at this, a little bit of a ruckus.
Look at the umpire get in.
Look at
Sitting
this for a
by
little bit
himself
of a
as he went,
ruckus.
Potter at centre half back,
Yeah, but
taking
see-
easy mark.
You know what's funny? And I get everyone, like a lot of Collingwood, Carlton had never been known as their like a thug club or anything like that, you know.
That was a win, mate.
Mate, he's Unjagays. Look at this, bro. Oh, the runners getting involved.
Yeah,
the
runners, umpires.
Imagine
Those
that. The umpire would have copped a $10,000 fine.
You'll
and
see
banned
one
4
later
games.
that if it happened today, it would be all over there.
Really?
Criminal.
Yeah.
I'll show you later. I think it's in the next. Look at this one. Oh, this is Big Nick. Watch this. One. Watch this. Bang! Stay down.
Hello. Something on there. Nichols down on the ground too. Who's gone?
Nichols down there. One down there. There's
Come
one.
out of the crowd onto the
Nichols on the
ground.
ground in the hands of the trainers.
Umpire Smith just turned Ted Potter around as
Look at the
I
police
take that,
over
he's
there.
taken his number.
Well, it was there, but it's
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's out.
Get out.
Look at this.
up the centre half forward. The players collide. Hopkins
Look at
with one
Nichols
picked
here,
up
watch
by
this.
Nichols now sockets the ball off.
Shut up!
Just threw the arm back.
Whistle goes.
Said, you taste
Whistle
this,
goes.
mate.
There'll be a free kick here to Tuddenham.
Oh,
That's a
shit.
cow. Oh! Bang! They come from all directions.
Bro, that was a
The umpire's
huge hit.
falling there. They're all bloody coming in.
The bloke got up though. Fair play to him.
Yeah, no.
They copped the forearm to the back of the skull.
Sid Jackson.
Hey,
Look at
Sid.
City. He's giving the finger points.
I'll tell you, and those days there, man, like,
Mate,
it was
God,
like,
you
if
know
you're
what,
going to
back
go
then-
in,
That's 20
God,
weeks.
it was elbow.
God knows what they would have said to him too, mate.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, you'll
man,
see
back
later,
then,
there's a
bro.
bit on, I tell you what, I was watching these, and Sid Jackson, he
He was, mate.
But
He was
he would
built,
give
mate.
it.
He
The
was.
aggressor, yeah.
because I've
Bro,
met him
he
now
was
and
strong
he's 80
too,
years
man.
old, right? And you look at this little frail old man, but when you watch him, man, I'm telling you, he was giving it, so, look, he would have been copying it, left,
Oh,
right, and
mate,
centre.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know what? When you do, you give it back, mate.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So, anyway, mate, that last one when he come rolling in with the...
Straight like that.
Now you understand, man. I'm telling you, that's a build-up of years, man, and it just went onto the ground, mate. And we used to like. I'm telling you, look, I put out the book, The Rivalry. You know,
Oh, yeah,
Collingwood.
Zab Rocker and
I noticed that as soon as I walked in. I'm
Yeah,
like, of course.
that's a good book, man. It just shows a rivalry through the years, man. It's just huge. I don't care what anyone says. Biggest rivalry in the world. I don't care what they say, like South,
Oh, really?
whatever.
This is interesting.
The Rangers and that.
Ray Byrne. There's no such thing as a mate when Collingwood is playing Carlton.
Yeah, that's it.
It's true.
I can't go to like games with like Collingwood supporters.
Nah.
I know this is
No
from a
one
while
versus
back, but
Carlton. Nah.
Carlton
No,
versus
I can't
Collingwood.
do it.
Collingwood.
Mates do it,
this
but I
is-
can't.
This is really cool.
Because I'll deck him.
Yeah, no, I
I'll
can't.
say something that I shouldn't, and I'll get personal.
Yeah,
What's
that's
it
what I
say
do.
here?
I can't do it. Yeah.
It says, whichever way you look at it, it is the fiercest, most famous, and most enduring rivalry in Australian football. Now, for the first time, the complete story of how the rivalry developed together with all the magic moments.
I don't know how people do it. They go to the footy with each other.
Nah.
Nah,
Carlton,
It's
Collingwood,
really
I
bad.
can't.
Even with your best mates,
Nah,
and
no,
not
can't.
not a Collingwood, even another supporter.
Cheers.
Like
I
what
can't.
happens is, because at the end of the day, like you're upset,
Yeah.
but then you got your you don't want to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like
yeah, of course.
absolutely
Nah,
disrespectful.
but I
to
will
them.
disrespect
This
him.
is the point.
Yeah,
you know?
I will.
It's
I will
really
go
bad.
over the line.
So you just like you know
Because you
what?
know too much about him, you will go the extra step.
You know another thing I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like watching footy with people that don't
Don't
like
like
footy
footy,
because
yeah,
they ruin
yeah.
my experience. I'm
Yeah.
sitting there and they're going like, and you go, what, mate? Like, what do you mean? Like, leave me alone, man. I'm trying to watch the game here, mate. Like, leave me alone, man.
leave him.
Leave him, yeah. Yeah, man, this phone keeps going off, mate. Hello. Gil. It's McLaughlin. Yeah.
Gil.
Yeah,
It's called that.
Gil.
Against
Yeah,
Ireland.
there you go. All right, I'll let everyone know. All right. No worries. Thank you very much. All right. Apparently that this week's grand final, right, you've got to bring your own food
Oh, yeah.
because there's no pies at the...
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, man. They're sending me messages, man. Like, what can I do, mate?
I'll
Like,
bring them all the way from Geelong.
no pies. You know, Collingwood hasn't won a grand final in September for 30 odd
1990?
years. Yeah.
I know they've only won 3 flags in like 70 years.
Yeah, no, it's shit, man. I'm telling you. As much as they reckon,
I
oh,
kind
you
of
know,
scratched my head at that, and I thought,
they're the
Like,
most, for the one of the biggest clubs, they're the most unsuccessful team, like in the history.
they've made the most grand finals.
But the most losing.
The most
grand
losing.
finals. What is it, 46? 47?
Something like that.
That's beautiful.
But that, I was actually going to ask people, but I believe the Collywobbles exists.
It does. It does. They've lost small grand finals. At one stage between
Subconsciously,
77 and 81, they lost 5 grand finals in a row. 5. They lost 77. They drew, then they lost. They lost
North,
78,
yeah.
79.
Lost to Richmond.
Richmond, in 80, yeah, and then 81 to
They
us.
couldn't. They couldn't go with the Carlton of the 70s either.
No, we were definitely dominant over them. Even at times, even if you speak to Harms and that, even the 79 and the 81, they were favourites.
Yep.
Like, they were like always...
Collingwood.
Well,
Yeah.
81 definitely,
Yeah.
right? But 79, but even 79...
I can't remember which one it was. Was it 79 or 81 where Carlton were down by like 4 or 5 goals in the
they
third
were
term?
down in all their grand
Yeah.
finals. In every one of them.
Well, yeah, 70.
70 they were down, 79 they were down, 81 they were down, and they come back every time, So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's the way it should be. All right, episode 53, proudly brought to you by...
North Seafood,
and Grill. Hey, Ange.
How are you,
How are you, mate?
Ange? Hey, how good was the food this week?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was really good. We had a bit of a party there, didn't we? Like, there was a few blokes there. We were having a bit of a laugh. Yeah, so it was good. So get down and see him. Trust me, get down and see him. You'll love it. And we got a few things coming up. He's gonna explode onto the social media.
Yeah, he will.
So he
Hopefully.
will.
Yeah, he will.
He will. He'll explode on the social.
How did all that go?
Yeah, good. Good. So we've done so.
He's
good.
just a character, isn't he?
Oh, he doesn't have to do anything. Just
What,
be
you know what
yourself.
I don't get? I'm a bit, but then the camera goes.
Yeah. He's a natural. He wants to do it.
Yeah, he acts like, oh, I don't like it.
And then, yeah,
He's the best.
He's the best, but he's natural.
And that's the thing.
Yeah, he's very humble. Hey, listen, there was only one player who wore the 53.
Who's that?
Well, have a look at this.
Who's that? That's.
Simon Minton Connell.
Oh, Simon Minton Connell.
Didn't he wear like 3 numbers?
Wow.
Yeah, and he played for 3 clubs.
Yeah.
I love that Guernsey. How good is
Played
that?
for 4
Long sleeve with the CUB
Yeah.
and that fat monogram too.
Yeah, it's
It'd be
superb.
like 91, 92.
Well, 89 to 91, yeah. He played 19 games, 1 in the 53, but then he changed, I think, to 20 or something.
Yep.
He kicked 50 goals.
Yep.
Played for 4 clubs in 4 seasons. In 10 seasons, not 4 seasons, 10
Sydney?
seasons. So
go
Carlton,
to Sydney?
Sydney,
Yeah.
St Kilda? No. North
nah,
Melbourne.
Footscray,
Yep.
and he played for another one.
Was it North? Nah.
No. Can't remember the other one. We're going to look it up. Give us it in the message. Did you know he was the nephew of the legendary Peter Hudson?
Yes, that's right. I remember actually you were saying this
Yeah.
earlier in the year when we mentioned him, and he was also the guy who sits in front of us at the football, Josh.
Correct,
Yeah, he knows the son, I think, or something
Oh,
like
okay.
that. Yeah,
Right,
because the son, I don't know if he knows in person, but the son was playing like VFL and stuff and trying
Yeah.
to get through. Then I think he hurt his shoulder or
Okay.
something. Yeah.
He was a bad player. Listen, in 91, he was traded to Sydney as part.
Of the diesel
Diesel
deal.
wheel. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Yep.
So he ended up playing 112 games.
Yep.
Right, he kicked 305 goals and an average of 2.72. So
What? How many goals?
305.
Really? In his
At
AFL
Carlton,
career?
his average
Really?
is higher than any other Carlton player. I know he did
5?
play a lot.
It's like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
4.5, 5.
Yeah.
How many goals did he kick? 301?
305 in
What, he
112
played 19
games.
for us and he kicked what?
Wow.
51?
19 goals, he kicked 50 goals.
Sheesh, I did not know that.
So let's have a look at one of his most famous
Yeah.
He could,
games.
yeah, he could play.
Times in this quarter, can they do it again? Bradley brilliant to Gleeson. To Tarzan. Tarkson. He might be
Tarzan,
Tarzan
that
in a
was
minute.
Tarzan.
The kick to Minton Connell's a beauty. He's had to go deep in the pocket.
He wants to hurry up.
We'll all go back and kick the goal, Don, because he's within
Oh,
kicking distance.
It's a difficult shot, Bruce.
It's a difficult
He's
shot,
right on
Bruce.
the boundary line, as we can see there.
Well, not
So
impossible.
8 kicks, 3 marks, 2 handballs, 1
Got a
goal.
chance here.
Simon M. O'Connor.
1-2.
M. Connor.
And if he kicks this, it'll bring the place down.
Ah,
Drop punt.
it's a beautiful kick.
No, he has a goal.
Oh!
12,
Yeah,
11,
it was
11,
so
13.
good.
The Blues do it
Look
again.
at that.
Jeez, big pressure moment too, mate, with 3 minutes on the clock.
Yeah.
Mate, he went back, had 3 steps and dobbed it.
People would be.
We end up winning by
stepping
3
around that
points.
corner.
Just as if I can gave the
See how
impression
calm he
that
was in the
he
moment?
up there, but what a good kick for goal. That's his second. Simon Minton Connell.
I'm
Jeez.
telling you, if it wasn't because of the diesel,
Yeah.
He would have been around.
Probably
Yeah.
would have kicked far. Who knows?
yeah, so there you go. So there's things. So, because there's only a few numbers left,
Yeah.
right? I'll put a couple together and then
Yes,
next week
okay,
we'll,
yes,
we'll
yes,
finish
yes,
it
yes,
off.
yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
'Cause there's only, so there was only one player who wore the 54 for one
Okay,
season,
right, okay,
one game. Let's have a look who this is.
Oh, yes, it was. It was Piggy Harms, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's got the funny story. He reckons he was 54 was the last locker.
Yeah.
One more step and he's out the door. So he moved over to 37 later on.
Jeez,
Yeah,
he's a big boy, Piggy.
yeah he was
What
a
a
star.
Legend.
What can I say?
And a legend of the jumper punch.
Free
too.
time
Free
legend.
time.
Free time legend of the
Sorry,
jumper
yeah.
punch. So 77 to 88, 169 games, 86 goals. Premiership players 79, 81, 82. Norm Smith, naturally the inaugural
Norm Smith medalist.
Norm Smith at 79. Carlton Hall of Fame. You know what? We're going to look at some highlights.
Yeah, go, get him up, mate. Bloody oath. He's just a big.
Look, this is in 79. Look at the bloke.
Imagine him now, man. He'd tear the game apart.
Got a beautiful kick on him too. He's mate.
Left and right. Look at the marks. And he used to always take off.
on. Yeah, go again.
Hey, look at this. Look at the pace.
On your
Shut up,
piggy.
Tony Shaw. Piss off.
On your piggy.
Gets it moving quickly up toward the forward pocket. Arms is there along
But-
with Tanner.
Is that? Oh, he's with number 50.
Yeah, it must have been the
I thought he
jumper.
was going to absolutely pump that into the.
Oh, like Tony Lockett.
Right on straight away. Drives it down. He's looking for Donahue.
Oh,
Strong mark by the little fella there. Tidy play, McClure. Effective.
look at his leg. Look at his legs.
What
Pump.
do you think?
Harms in the goal and puts it through for his
Loved
first.
him, man.
Carlton looking
Look
a
at him.
little bit better.
Just runs back.
Harms.
Shut up. Off he goes.
Brute.
See, always looking to play on.
Towards the forward
Look at this.
Oh, what a
Damn.
Beautifully tapped.
Bang, bang.
That's a
The
great
stiff
tackle.
arm before the stiff arm.
And we'll find
He invented a stiff arm, man.
He'll be about 30. Ditchburn, who's moving out from the full forward position. Ditchburn can't quite get
Come
that
on,
Harms,
man.
and
I
Ditchburn
mean, it
really
all
collides.
comes.
Hey, watch
Harms
this.
on the
Watch
boundary
this.
line, gets it out to Harms.
Piss off!
Have a snapshot.
Oh, piss off, Phil!
That's dirt.
That's a miracle goal. He's kicked it. How did he kick that?
How'd he kick that one? Hey, look at this. 1, right? 2.
Oh!
Wait a second, it's not over.
Oh no! Look at him chase.
Ah!
That's what an effort. He doesn't go again, does he? I was
No,
gonna
no.
say.
Pretty good at the moment. Cloak at the back.
Ah.
Harms.
Breaks through.
Listen to the crowd.
Beautifully done from Wayne Harms. McClure has gone for a short
How
pass.
hard did he kick the ball, mate?
No, he used to, I'm telling you, and he had a beautiful kick.
Pressure mark by Cracker. A hurried kick to the
Hey, watch this. I love this. Watch this. You talk about Dusty. Watch this. Bang. Bang.
Oh!
One more. Bang.
That's like
Brush them off with
That's
disdain.
dirt.
Giving
That is dirt. That's when he's older.
Yeah, it is early.
He's a fucking champion player,
Hey,
mate.
what's this bit of play? He always talks about this play. He says that
He runs on.
no, what's this? You only need a couple of kicks to kick a goal. What's this?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
One kick, one handball.
All the way, Bradley. All the way, son.
He did run a bit
He
far.
ran about 85 metres.
Oh, yeah!
Sausage.
Oh, yeah, Louis Richards.
Look at this, bang.
How
So
fast
quick.
is he, mate?
I'm
Look at
telling
him
you,
go.
he's so quick.
Can't catch him.
Look at the
Oh,
handball.
the
What's
handball
this?
went 30 metres.
The
Alvin.
leader.
The leading handball, that's it, man.
Oh, kick it, sausage, Harmsy.
You know what's so good about him? You know, because he's so small and it's a beautiful action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
magnificent.
Look at it.
Look at it,
Do the
yeah.
air conveyance on your chest. Look at the pumping. Bang! Kicked it up shit creek.
Yeah. Never celebrates either. Does he?
No, he's not a just little high five yet. Well done, that's it.
Aren't they great highlights?
Imagine him now.
That got me excited.
No, I'm telling you, you could do like 2 hours of highlights on the bloke. I'm telling you, he was. We've heard
McClure
people
said
say
it.
it.
Yeah, McClure
Pound
said
for pound,
Player.
best footballer ever, man. He could do everything. He could mark, kick both sides, handball both sides. He had pace. He was tough.
Power.
I think the worst and best thing for him is that he's just solely remembered for the tap. But as a footballer,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah, that's right. That's
You know
right.
what I
And he
mean?
says that's one thing is, like they defy him for now. Like, but at the end of the day,
But
like
that's
he was
mate. But I think you've also got to think of that and think that that's the type of play he was.
100%.
Mate, that
Yeah.
ball's still in play.
Just go for it.
I'm
Don't stop.
after it, you
Don't,
know?
don't give up and say that's it. I've done. You know.
Out of all, isn't it funny? Out of all Carlton Collingwood, we've got two of the most iconic moments
Yep.
in AFL history: the mark
The mark.
and
The tap. Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
Look, those days we had some of the greatest players. We had some of the greatest players. This phone won't stop bloody ringing, mate.
lit up.
Hello. What is this? The D-pole is a D-pole.
Deepole.
Yeah, where
Yeah.
you change your name.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't know. Apparently, they've sent us a message. So he's changed his name from Digoe to
No
Showy.
He was shocking last night.
I think
He
they-
was. He did
They
go
shut him
missing.
down.
Yeah, they shut him down. He went missing big time, mate. He
So,
went-
Clark, who did the job on him? Oh, we'll get to that later.
Parker, I think. It was,
Parker and Clark.
yeah,
Clark, yeah.
I think it was mainly Parker. Yeah, definitely
Okay,
did the
interesting.
did the job. Look, in that first half, we'll talk about it later. But in the first half, I think they did the job on everybody. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was a whole
They
20,
cleaned it
22 players and the coaches. I think,
So they can say whatever they want. That they,
Nah, of course.
That they
Absolutely.
they played well in the second half. Yeah, all good. But in that first half, they got like they were just blown out
exactly.
of the park.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so this week we did have an interview. But due to circumstances,
Yes.
it got cancelled and that, and so we are going to do it next week. But what I've done is, right,
Yes.
we've put together a few outtakes.
Okay.
So we'll play the full version on our thing, but we'll
Yep.
just play a couple of minutes now.
let's
Let's
see.
have a look at this.
Have a look.
We'll just go.
Just be yourself, mate. You'll be all right.
There's no camera. There's no camera there. You just talk as if you're talking.
All right, let's do it. 1, 2, right.
3, 2, 1.
Going like this. That. Go.
Take one.
Well, this will just be the two of you.
Yep. What are you
want me
doing?
to press something?
It's on.
Oh, we're on.
It's on. This is like, hey, this high tech here, mate.
So we're live. We're live.
We're live now, so don't say nothing.
No, all right.
Don't say nothing.
I
Yeah,
spend
we're great.
my whole life on Zoom now, so you just learn.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
So
can I make a
no.
suggestion?
Hi, Tom Elvin. If you thought I was a dashing player back in the 80s, nothing compared to the dash the boys from the Jumper Puncher got on.
He keeps saying on channel YouTube.
On channel, it's not on channel. On
Let's say Tuesday, 8 p.m.
on Tuesday, 8 p.m.
Welcome to the Jumper Punch. We have our special guest here this morning, Mr. Jared Wade from the Carlton Football Club. There you go. No, that's just a bit of my Dennis committee coming out.
Dennis.
So,
And it was right.
shit. Fuck, that was a good trick. Good one, Vince.
There you
Sorry,
go.
mate.
We got that on camera too.
Oh, thanks for that. Can you remember that?
No, not really, but try.
We'll put a couple of takes in.
Something like that. Something like
We did.
Tuesday. Also, great tagger. Tag him in.
Well, it's 8 o'clock, not
8 p.m. 8 p.m. 8 p.m.
I was thinking.
Blue Daggers, you thought I played with passion. Well, nothing's more passionate than the three boys. Oh,
Do it again. No, keep going. Do it again.
Adam Sard.
And then just say, Adam Sard, you are the new.
Christu. Looking at me.
You ain't Christu. Go.
I ain't Christu. Okay. I ain't.
That's it. That's perfect, man. That's the one. We did a few takes, but the last one was perfect, man.
That might have been right.
That's perfect, man. All right, how's that? That's a bit of a, yeah. So watch the whole thing. There's some classic on there. The Ange Christo at the end, you're going to die because we spent like an hour trying to get that right, and he's just a clown, so it was just so funny. So yeah, just watch it. This is some really funny stuff. Just the people trying to, like the players trying to get that promo
correctly.
correct.
Was Did anyone ever get it in one take?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Robert Walls,
yeah.
bang.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's a natural.
He's a natural. David Parkins, bang.
Yeah.
There was another one that just went bang and just got it straight away, you know. So there was a few that got it and you go, that's it, we don't have to do it anymore. But the others, they kept stuffing up.
Carazzo did it in one.
Carazzo did it in one. He did too. Yeah, he did it in one.
He did another thing all in one too.
Oh, yeah, that's it. He did too.
All his kids in one.
Yeah, he had a whole family in one. That's it. One time, that's it. And also, and when you see like the Anthony Francino one, I don't know if you remember. We were in hysterics, man.
Yeah.
We were in hysterics, him trying to get that right. He was also at the end going, I can't do this. So everyone get on to that.
You could tag Nicky Winmar, but...
he couldn't do that. He couldn't get that right. He couldn't get that right. All right. Hey, I suppose there's always something to talk about at Carlton, isn't there?
Something to talk about at Carlton. Yep.
We missed something.
What did we miss? We did too. Oh yeah, I've got it right here too. Oh, look at City.
Mate, he got involved, Sid Jackson.
Mate.
That was just a little push and he went down. That was nothing.
Hey, look at the goal umpire. Look at the goal umpire.
Look at him.
Getting involved, mate. He's grabbing him.
I still don't think those goal or bound umpires are entitled to grab a player.
And look at Jezza. Get back.
Yeah, you get back there.
Well, there's a sensation.
People are throwing shit onto the field. Beautiful.
Crouch may take this back off Nichols now.
Go on, you Teddy Whitten.
I think he has. He has. And Nichols had marked it in the 10-yard square. He's got it.
He's reversed it.
I know he has.
That's the umpire's name at the back there.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
It's umpire.
Big John picks up his grab by
Crouch.
Tottenham. Oh, Tottenham and...
You stay down. It's on.
A left foot by Price towards McKenna. McKenna overruns it.
He was his own player.
And there's the chance now for Quirk to get clear.
He elbowed him in the head. He actually got the point of the elbow.
Solomon and Ling. Fitzpatrick. Is that Fitzpatrick?
Yes.
Ball taken here by Byrne. Sid Jackson screws it.
No, that couldn't have been Fitzpatrick.
No, it was three.
Oh, look at him. Look at the
It's on. It's on.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was.
More flies high. Just about infringed on the run. In the back.
Oh, the umpire. Oh, yep. The umpire's involved. Look at them all.
Chance for O'Connell.
Oh, this is big. Next one.
A bit of a bump there from
Shit. Probably broke his forearm in that.
Ouchies.
Oh, well. I love it, man.
All right.
I love it. All right. That should get us pumped for this section.
Yes, now.
Let's do it. Talk about whatever, see where it goes. All right, so look, there's not really much, but there is a lot. We'll see where we go from here. I just wanted to show this. I know it's only a small award, but he did take out one little award so far. Mr. Patrick Cribb.
Oh, wait, did he? What's this?
Triple M MVP.
Oh, the Triple M MVP, yes.
That's something, and he bet a few good players there, so
Yep.
that gives us hope for maybe the Brownlow, like people are seeing that, so we'll see how we go. But anyway, look, he did have a great year, so we acknowledge.
You really
Does
are,
it?
You really are talking like one of them now.
Yeah.
I want to make
Full-length drinker.
not a statement, but I want to ask a question. This is an audience question too. It's always open to the audience because they're part of the show.
Last week there was some chat going on.
There was some chat. There's always chat going on. Does the fact that these players are winning all these individual accolades make us as a team look so much worse because we're underachieving and we're not?
You stole my thunder.
Stole
Oh, did you?
thunder.
Oh, fuck.
Especially that we're underachieving. Like if you're achieving and you're winning it, it's
Were you going to
different.
say that in this, or were you going to say that in something else?
Mars is my lock-your. We can bring it forward though. Into the
Oh,
wild
we
world
can
of
bring it.
Mars.
Yeah, we can bring it in.
So now this is Mars is my
We can bring
lock-your.
Mars and
bring out
Malocchio.
Mars
All right,
and
Mars and
Malocchio.
Malocchio. All right, beautiful. What a segue. What a bloody segue.
We can put it all into
See? When you don't think there's something to talk about, hey, there's always something to talk about. See?
This is going to go on for an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell us.
So imagine if Paddy Cripps wins the
Brownlow.
Brownlow tonight of recording.
So we won.
The Coleman medal as
Coleman.
well. And we finished ninth.
Yeah.
Would we be the first ever team to do that?
I reckon we would be.
Pretty close. 2 Coleman medals in 2 years.
Yeah. One finished third in the Brownlow, Walsh last year, 31 votes.
Yeah, he almost won it. That's right.
Yep. And then you might have Cripps that might win the Brownlow
That
tonight.
says a lot.
It's an open chance. It's a big chance.
That is a big chance, and it's good individually, of course. But they always say that those awards don't mean anything. You know what I mean? Maybe at the end of your career, you look back 20 years down the track and you go, I won that award and that. But
yeah, you tell your grandkids.
Yeah, that's it.
That I won the award.
No, that is an issue. That is
Sickening.
an issue. And it's good.
Actual
You know what else
sickening.
is sickening about it is the club, of course, play on it. You know what I mean?
Yes. Of course.
And then the supporters
latch onto it.
Because
Yes.
that's all we've
and
got.
it masks the real issue that we have at
Yes.
the club.
Exactly.
Which I've got something to say on. Not for the AFL thing, but I'll get into it later.
I like it. So there is a lot to say. There is
Of course,
a lot
mate.
to
There's
say.
always a lot to say, mate. There's
Did
always
we
a lot
talk
to say.
about? Did we talk about Wiedering last week? Yeah, I think.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
We did mention that he did the press conference, didn't he? Yeah, so...
Didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
Again.
Saying the
See,
same
now I'm
things.
going to get rolled up. Oh, God. Again, we know that we're capable of playing well. You saw... but I don't care what you did earlier in the year.
That's right.
Why were you 4-8?
100%.
In the last 12 games. And until that is shaken out of the club...
100%.
Correct.
Look, and I don't want to compare, but look at Collingwood.
No.
We
As much as
failed.
we're
We
stirring...
failed.
Well,
We
you got to
failed. We
compare
failed.
because
Well, McRae
You
said...
do.
well, they're in the competition.
McRae said
17,
in the lead up
18.
to the preliminary final, he said
Failed.
these words, I failed against Sydney last time we played them.
Correct.
I failed.
Yeah.
Took ownership.
There's different ways to define
Yeah.
success in this game.
No, he took ownership.
Ownership for their actions.
No.
As a club.
Until they do that, we will go nowhere.
No. And even if you look at his press conference this week,
Yep.
McRae's press conference, everyone have a look at it.
Yep.
Again, class, took ownership. Yeah, all right, feel a little bit bad for yourself, but, like,
Back
we got
on the
work
high
to
horse.
do, we got stuff to do. Bada bing, bada boom, it's our fault, we'll get better. That's the way you got to be, man. You got to take ownership,
You
and
have
that's
to.
one thing we don't.
I said on the way, we were going on the way to Caulfield yesterday, and I'm just getting riled up over shit.
I was losing it. Yeah,
Bro,
losing
like,
it.
just lying. We just lie.
Yeah.
I mean, I compared us to Richmond. Remember when Sydney Stack, and I don't know who was the other player. There's another young player when they were up in the hub.
Yeah, they
Yes,
got,
yes.
and they
fighting
fucked
stuff.
up.
Yes, yes, yes.
And Dimmer and I'm guessing
Yeah.
Richmond said, "This is your fault.
Yep.
You go to you face the media.
Yeah.
You say what you did. You take full ownership of this.
Yeah.
Because that's your fault. Us,
is.
what we would do is, here's the rug.
Yeah. Sweep it under
It's
the
all
rug.
right.
Hide it.
Bit of a misdemeanor, With
And
the
then-
club's handling it now, and yeah.
And then bring out something in the
Yeah,
media
yeah,
about.
So
oh,
then
we
we can mask that
yeah.
issue because
We've got a
with
new
positive
sponsor.
Spin, yeah.
Jez is back this week.
Yeah,
Jez is back. He's going to be back this week.
And they won the grand final that year.
Yeah.
Stop lying. Hey, and the injury reports. Are you talking about thing?
Who?
What are you doing?
No.
Pidane.
Pidane.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, not
Not
great.
Not great.
Not great. Well, he'll be fine. Like, he's fine. It's just, but yeah, he had. Let's just say he was not operating to
do what they said.
Could be.
Capacity.
Yeah. So he had the PCL injury, which we know he's had surgery
Yeah.
on, and he also hurt his good knee.
Oh, far out.
No, now he has surgery on it.
Now he had surgery on. Well, I think he's had surgery on both.
I didn't know about that.
Well, now you do.
now we all do.
Sickening.
But see, even then, right, and going back to this wearing Chad and all that,
It's the mentality of it.
why has no one at the club come out and said we failed this year? No one has uttered those words and
Because
said
they don't speak about
we
it in the club.
failed this year. All they're gleeing over is, oh yeah, we improved.
Yeah, we improved.
They don't speak about it in the club because it will come through the media.
Bloody oath.
Look, there was a comment at the end. I think I'm going to show it at the end. Someone said they wrote a comment saying that Voss did say, no, don't worry about it. We'll show it at the end. But it just said something just quietly about Voss did say they want to finish top 4 next year in some sort of press.
But that's next year.
So I don't know.
This year's already
I can't
finished.
remember that press conference, but you could.
Yeah, that's
cherry,
great. That's
you can
good.
cherry pick
Yeah.
whatever you want out
Okay.
of it. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
you know overall we're that type of club. We
Yeah,
are
but
the,
you know what? I don't know if Sayers has come out or
Nothing.
fucking anyone from the top of the board.
Nothing.
They put the benchmark this year as finals. They failed, and they still haven't come out and said
nothing.
we failed.
Sayers hasn't come out all year. You can say, oh, you can look at it any way you want.
Mate,
you want to look at it one way or the other way.
I'll have more respect for them if they stopped trying to sugarcoat everything and said, fans, guys, we're sorry. We didn't step up to the mark this year. We didn't achieve what we wanted to achieve for you. We know you all wanted finals.
Yep.
We're sorry we couldn't deliver it. We failed for you.
Yep.
And we have to deliver next year.
Correct.
And we will deliver next year.
What? No, but we won't.
But the
until
No,
thing
but I'm
is-
just saying that's what they should
Yeah,
be
but
saying. We will.
They will know deep down inside that they failed.
Yeah,
Of
I know.
course.
And you know deep down inside when you haven't done well, right?
Yeah,
100%.
The only way you can reverse that is if you
Put it out.
manifest it into reality and say,
And not only
You know.
own your problems, your mistakes, so then
right.
we can deal with them.
Correct.
Own them. This is it. I stuffed it up.
That's why I hate lying, because
It
lying
is.
gets you nowhere.
But they treat it like this marketing club. You know what I mean? It's all about marketing. It's all about making sure we get our memberships, making sure we do that, and that's fine. I understand what the job of the marketing department is.
Carlton, its brand will always take care of it.
100%. But at the end of the day,
and that's to the detriment.
Yeah, that's,
it is.
Yeah,
and it could be.
I'm telling you it is.
It could be
To
because
the detriment, because even if we don't succeed, you know you're hanging on to that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, but that comes down.
Yeah. No,
Mate,
100%.
next season, you know what? Next week that comes down. I don't want to see that
It
next
could be
week.
an empty thing.
Good. I don't want to see it there next week.
I'm going to have to put something up there. All right.
No, you don't have to put anything up there. Just put a bit of paper, 17 questions. I'm telling you.
All right,
Mate, I said what they should do at the club. Put an empty cabinet in front of Premiership 16.
Still reckon the club's fucked.
I agree.
I reckon it's still fucked.
Until they take ownership and make some, I know everyone's going,
I
oh,
think
next year.
was it Gox?
Oh, yeah.
GOKZ, not EPA.
What did he say?
The
He says a lot
want
of
the club to fail.
Oh, yeah, he wrote that. He did write a message. I actually wrote back to him and I said, you're misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Well, we're just stating what
Well,
we
that's the
say,
thing,
as
and
if we want the
I'm
club
not
to
im-
fail.
I'm just not impressed.
No.
Well, what's there to be impressed by?
I'm not impressed.
What's
what do
there
you
to
want
be
me to be
impressed
impressed by? Have you noticed, right? Have you noticed on any of our social media, right? And I know this, and if you did put anything up, I was going to take it down.
Yeah.
That Kerno won the Coleman. We didn't put anything up.
No, I never put anything up. No.
All Australians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't put anything up. No, what do you have to?
Good.
Actually, didn't I just put this one up? I shouldn't have put this one up.
What is it? This?
No, I just put up the.
Oh yeah, because we're leading to Brownlow.
Yeah, we're leading into Brownlow. That's why it was all going to lead into the Brownlow one day. Yeah,
Mate,
I don't give a fuck about individual accolades. They mean absolutely jack shit if you don't get to the pinnacle or set yourself up to
They
be there.
actually do mean jack shit.
They do.
Well, it's just proven that it means nothing this year. We didn't even finish in the 8 again.
Yeah.
And this is what people have to get through their heads. Oh, yeah, but he kicked 62 and he had about 3,000 shots on goal. Yeah, and we're still 9th. So what does it mean?
I don't know, man. Like
Ginnivan's kicked more than our small forwards combined.
Yeah.
Stengel has as well.
Talk about fucking Stengel.
It's fucked.
This is the other thing. Oh, we can keep talking about that. I got it down here. I'm going to mention this. Eddie Betts.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, yes.
We got him there, right?
Mm-hmm. I like this one.
To play for a couple of years, which, yes or no, people agree. But anyway, and then the thing was moving into the coaching, and so he can help the Aboriginals. That was going to do.
Or even the small forwards.
The small forwards.
In their capacity, you know.
Small forwards.
Like he's
of
one
course.
of the best small forwards ever.
So what happens? At the end of his 2 years, he goes off to Geelong.
Bye-bye.
They're in the grand final. Stengel's kicked 49 goals.
Yeah. Yeah.
And don't tell me Eddie Betts hasn't had some
No,
sort of
he would have.
influence on it.
He definitely would have had an influence
So
on
why
him.
haven't we
Absolutely,
got? We were supposed to have him there. Like why did they get rid of him? You know,
I don't think Eddie would have taken us that far. I mean, but Geelong is an incredible. But I understand what you mean.
Yeah,
I get
maybe.
what you mean.
I know, maybe. But what I'm saying is, you know, like why did they get? Why isn't he there?
How does that just let him go?
Like they promoted that as that there and then coach. That's why we got him there. And that's how they sold it to us. Because at the end of the day, when we got Eddie, don't tell me, anyone that was happy about that, you're all delusional.
I wasn't.
Right?
I didn't want
Yeah,
it.
it's good getting a favourite son. But at the end of the day, we all knew that wasn't the best thing for our future. Right? But getting him there as a coach, right, was something maybe that was
Help
going
our
to
small forwards.
But getting him there to kick like, 30 goals that he kicked and that, like, what have we achieved?
Marketing.
Right? Player didn't get to play games. It was all about marketing.
Correct.
And they knew that. And these are the things that we're doing, you know? And now even about this Acres. I know everyone's happy about this Acres and that. All right, he jumps. But at the end of the day,
what's
like,
he going to change?
Well, that's it.
What does he change?
That's it.
What
if
does
people
he
think that
change?
all of a sudden Acres are going to come down and we're going to do
What
like
does he
this-
change? Was he going to win you 4 games in a
If
year?
the attitude,
My
like
ass.
every year, you think about the last 3-4 years, right? What have we been doing? We've been picking up high-profile players every year.
Yeah.
McGovern, Williams, Martin,
Chera.
Chera. We picked up bloody,
that's
Hewitt
about
was a
it.
good one.
But are they really high profile?
They're not.
No, they're not really that high. But
I
what I'm
reckon they're
saying
the
is we're
same.
picking
This
them
is
up.
what we're talking about as well. I was talking, you know,
They're not real high-profile.
people don't want to come to us.
No.
If people wanted to come to us, Taranto would be nominating those hoppers, those top liners. We had our chances to get them, and we failed.
100%.
There was Papley, we failed.
Yeah.
Cornelio, we failed. It was Shield as well. I don't really rate Shield, but
at the
we
time,
failed. Yeah.
At the time, right? And this is exactly right. But what they do is they promote them as high profile, so they keep everyone happy. And since we've been picking them up, right?
that
What have
good.
we done? Zero. So it doesn't matter now if we get Jesus Christ himself to come over and play on one wing, and we get Muhammad to play on the other wing, right? We are still not going to achieve anything because our attitude is completely wrong, mate.
Correct.
And where's it start from, Paul?
The top.
The top. It has to.
That's
It
where
has
it
to.
all comes down to.
So,
And I still want to know what happened with Williamson.
Yeah. That was really
No one's ever addressed this. No one has addressed
He
this.
just left.
And then he went to another club to
Then the
play
week
football.
after.
So something has gone wrong in the club. Come out and address us. Address your fans.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't want it to be
Yeah, all right.
in public. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, but we should still know why. Not
the absolute details,
the
but
personal
what,
thing, but
what
why? You know,
happened?
like personal reasons. He
Why
didn't want to
did
stay at
he
the
leave?
club. But regardless, there was a reason there. There was a reason there that he's left. That's on top of the other things that happen at the club.
Yeah.
Right?
What do we call it? The compound interest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've got to be careful, man. Like, we're coming up to grand final, season's ending. We're going to restart now, as we always do, for the next year. We're going to restart.
Next year.
Right, but we've got to be careful the way we approach this year now. If we don't reset this mindset that we've got, I'm telling you, we're going to just end up in the same boat.
I don't think you can reset the mindset because it's already been set.
I reckon you can, but
it's already been set.
Come on, man. No. Collingwood did it within
because they changed everything.
And that's what maybe we have to do.
We haven't.
Well, we didn't change.
What are you going to change? What are you going to change there? Tell me what you're going to change.
I want
the board. But what are you going to change?
Well,
who's changing their
attitude.
mindset?
I want attitude and.
Yeah, but their mindset hasn't changed. They don't care.
I know.
They genuinely don't care. If they did care, they wouldn't lie to us ever. Or there'd be a few white lies. That's normal.
Of course, you've got to keep some sort of stuff.
You've got to keep some shit.
My concern is how they're going to handle the pressure of next year. Because they couldn't do it for the last 4 weeks.
They won't.
And all 22 rounds
last
next
8
season.
Weeks, really.
Yeah, well, all 22 rounds next season are going to be enormous.
And
that first game, bro.
I know.
Because they're coming for us now, clubs.
That first game is electric.
You know, what happens is, if we start losing, I know we don't want to already be down before we even start, but if we start losing the first few games, pressure starts to build.
Correct.
Build on Voss. Does he really start doing what he wants to do? All of a sudden, he's under pressure. The board's under pressure. Players are under pressure. You know,
Mackay, I don't know if he'll sign. You got TDK.
The news is positive, apparently.
They're
apparently
the big...
North have definitely offered us pick 1.
There'll be players that go. Don't be in denial that think that top liners from our club won't go. You're completely in fucking denial if you think that.
I
think that one or two will go.
I'm happy for big names to go if it means
you've got to ruffle a few feathers, mate.
I'm telling you, you just can't be thinking, we can't get rid of him.
I think we need to become aggressive at the trade table.
And I think the club's now becoming, it's a bit of a boys' club now. It's coming back we're friends, this group, and nah. Just I don't get fucking
I reckon
trade
there's only
trade someone. I don't give a shit.
1 or 2 players that I would say I don't want to go.
What, Walsh?
Walsh, I think, has to stay. I think he is
I genuinely don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I really don't. If it means that we can progress forward as a football club.
And this one saying with the rest, but I think there's 1 or 2 I think are just this has to stay, and Walsh is one of them. But the rest, maybe Curnow too. Just we need something. But apart from that, I'm telling you, if we get a really good offer, and it
you
helps
tell me they
the
wouldn't
side,
think about it.
You
You'd be
have to.
stupid as a football club.
Actually, if you don't think about it,
You're
you're being negligent.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
100%.
Correct.
You've got to think about all offers. Man, you're trying to say if you get Taranto and Hopper into that side, right, and you lose one of your big names, that's not going to make a huge difference, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't believe I can't believe they're going to Richmond and they're going to fit them in, right? And we're getting our whole thing is on acres.
Merda.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So
he's an improvement on what we had in that position.
Yeah.
I guess, but
but again, if we don't fix up that attitude...
The fraud 1 year out of contract.
We'll see. We'll see. Chero was supposed to be the difference too, and he was not the difference.
He was in the difference in the West Coast game.
And, 1 or 2 games.
Oh, maybe, Maybe.
2 games. I said it was the bookends, 1 and 2.
Good teams, they come up.
Yeah,
really,
that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. Oh, the Collingwood one, he was.
It's alright, but he's got age on his side. It's okay.
Yeah,
it's
that's
right.
it. But another year
But
wasted.
Sarong and Brayshaw are the same age. They won a final and they're better than him, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's right.
He's 22. He's 22.
That's
It's
right.
all right. It's all right.
That's right.
Everything's rosy here.
You said something a few weeks ago. You said
just
something
like
about
Cripps
Walsh.
was young. Cripps was young. He was 19. Now what is he?
That's right.
He's
you said something
28.
about Walsh. Talking about that, you go. I'm worried because it's another year.
It's another wasted year.
It is.
Another year gone.
It actually is.
See, Walsh he's made to play finals.
Yeah.
Kanothi is.
He's set up,
Cripps.
man. Cribs too, that bull,
He's played for 10 years and
Not
hasn't
one.
played a final, man.
the club should be ashamed.
They should be ashamed, but
no
are
one
they?
is, mate. No one is.
They're
They're
not.
not. They're not
They're
ashamed
not.
for what they've
No,
done.
they're not.
They're not ashamed for missing the 8 this year. They're patting each other on the back.
Yeah.
And then it filters down to the
It's
fucking
okay.
fans.
It's okay. It's okay.
I hate when it filters down to the fucking fans. Because that's what happens. They say it, and then fans that are blindsided, wool over their eyes, they go, oh, yeah, you know. Yeah, he won. He was good. Breakout year this year. How many breakout players do we have this year?
Not many. Maybe Charlie.
All right, Sard. No, meaning like career best years.
Oh, yeah, Sard.
Sard. Fisher had a good year.
Yeah.
Fisher.
Fucking Cripps was
Charlie.
probably back to his best.
Yeah.
And we still can't
Mackay
make it.
still kicked nearly 50.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Bro, it's an indictment on this fucking club where we finish this year.
Doherty,
People can't
Hewitt,
see it.
picked up Hewitt. That was a big
And
one.
he was unreal.
Yeah. Lewis was Lewis Young. He was another one that like stood up.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. And we still
And
can't
we
make finals.
fucking struggled.
Can't
We
make finals.
struggled.
We can't make
We
finals.
fucking struggled.
And then teams with lesser sides are killing it. You know what I mean?
It's disgusting. Actual disgusting.
Doherty comes back.
Doherty comes back, has as I said, just before he just had the cancer treatment.
Well, he
just
nearly
before-
he could have made the All-Australian.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he made the squad. I'm
Squad.
not sure, but
I think he might have, yeah.
The squad, but he could have been.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's bad.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
If you put it all out there and say what you had this year, and where did you finish as a football club? 9th.
No, that's at the end.
What
of
a failure.
Middle of the road, man.
Mediocre.
And they're massive failure.
And when we
like the way we started.
Yeah.
It's like not only just a failure, it's a massive failure.
Until someone actually says it, they'll never get better.
Correct.
Mate, it's just,
Correct.
there's no other way.
Take ownership for your fucking actions.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. I don't get why people
I show more respect for people who take ownership and move on.
fly.
You know?
And you hate Collingwood, but you love McRae. You low-key do. You love these actions, the way he goes
I'm
about
going to
it.
say something. This is the nicest thing I'm going to say about Collingwood, and then that's it, right? I'm going to give it to you. It's like not only this show, for the rest of the year, I'm going to give it to you. But I have respect the way they play their game, right?
Yeah.
The way the players have they've really taken their role and also this game plan. They've really taken it in and followed it. And the way McRae handles himself is amazing.
It's a complete polar opposite to what we are.
Yeah.
Take onus for
Unreal.
everything. We want to be winners mentality. You know, and then people saying, oh, he might have been a little bit harsh with what he said about the players when they were on the ground. No.
You know
They're grown men.
You know what they asked him to on the thing? They said to him, "Oh, the players didn't drop to the ground this week. You know, you could understand them being disappointed." And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Of course, I want to be disappointed, but you're missing the point about dropping to the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's that attitude. You know what I mean? Like he said it again. You know, like it's just good. And then we get our press conferences. They're fucking malacca. These
Well,
press
this
conferences.
segues into the next.
It's just rubbish, mate.
What are we doing?
Well, we've got AFL talk.
Yeah, we have got, but before that,
Oh, you want
What
to?
do we got?
oh, this could be AFL talk. All right, let's do a couple of I just had this.
Yep.
First of all, BNF predictions.
Oh, for us.
Yeah, for us. We'll just maybe do top 3, top 4, whatever.
Paddy Cripps.
You reckon him 1?
Walsh second, Sard third.
Yeah, I think that's pretty close
What's
to it.
Doherty in the top 4?
That's your top 3, top 4. I'd have
Yeah.
thought. Charlie, don't forget, that's your
Yeah,
Oh,
top 5.
Charlie
yeah,
4,
yeah,
and
top
then
5.
Doherty 5 maybe. So I reckon they're
In
the
there,
top
in
5.
there. Yeah.
But I'd be happy to see Sard at number 1.
The Wolf.
The Wolf, man. I reckon he's got a big chance.
Yeah, he
All
is.
right. What about?
Chance.
We've got 2 more things. So we'll do this one first. The Brownlow predictions. Come on. Because we're filming this to Sunday morning. So on Tuesday, this will come out and we'll see if our predictions were right. So right at this moment, they're watching this show. We've already knowing the result. 1, 2, and 3. Let's do it.
What are you going for? Or do you want me to go?
You know what?
No, you go last, but you reckon you got something. Yeah?
I reckon it's going to be a knife in our heart. Cripper will win it.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, fuck. Brownlow, Coleman, 9th.
Yeah, yeah. And they'll really play on that. So you reckon?
Vote too.
Yeah. Or will he lose it by a vote? So you reckon Cribber second?
I reckon it'll be a tie.
Tie for second?
Yeah.
So
No, tie for first.
Oh,
I
he's
reckon
taking your
him
bloody
and-
thing. All right.
Loves the Thunder.
Him and Neil.
Him and Neil?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. All right, then you might as well.
I tipped the tie. I think I tipped the tie last year, or a three-way tie the year before last year or so. I don't know. I thought it would be a tie last year, but yeah,
Well, I think it'll be a tie.
Between?
Cripps
yes.
and Oliver.
Ah, yeah, Oliver's a big one.
You don't think Neil will? Really? Is he Neil's favourite, isn't he?
No,
there's a
there's
favourite.
Oliver and him
Yeah.
together.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I reckon. I'm going to say Brayshaw. I reckon he's going to have a big.
Brayshaw,
go,
Freo. Okay, yeah.
I reckon he's got a big go.
Did he poll well last year? I'm just trying to think.
He did have a standout year. I don't know. Just too many taking votes from him.
Brody.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
So
interesting.
them, and I reckon Cribs. I reckon we're going to do the one vote loss.
Look, I'd love for him to win
Cribs
it.
will come second, and then I reckon it
Look,
might
I'd love
be-
for him to win it, but I
it
don't
might
want
be
him to
Neil.
win it.
There is a bit of value, I think. Well, I was saying the West Coast game for Adam Chera to get 3 votes. What
Yeah.
price was he? $15
Yeah,
For the West Coast game?
to get 3 votes in the. I know Charlie kicked 5 and had 20, but mate, it's not. How many times you see forwards kick 5, have 20, and not get a vote?
The only one that will poll well is fucking Cameron. Jeremy Cameron.
You reckon? But even then, mate.
Nah.
But how many times do Coleman medalists and leading goal kickers poll well?
The thing is,
never.
The thing is,
Never. And you look through it every year. You think he's kicked 5, had 20.
And
he'll
over
get
them.
3 or
the
get
thing
2.
is though, that
never gets
their
it.
team doesn't have like a player that gets like 35, 40. They're always like
But it's
20.
a, it's a midfielder's
in
medal.
history.
I know.
Don't forget, it's a midfielder's medal.
He will get
Always
to-
has been.
I like
That's what, mate. Chera to get 3 votes against West Coast.
Okay.
Yeah, it's $15.
$15. I couldn't
It's too
believe the
late.
price.
You can't put the bet on there.
Well, you can't. Yeah, exactly. If you're here now and it's lobbed,
Yeah, that's it.
just know I don't need to eat out of a polystyrene cup.
That's it. So that's interesting. All right, there you go. There are our votes. All right, we'll do one more thing quickly.
Yeah.
I might just stir you up a little bit more.
What are you going to do now?
AFLW.
Oh, fuck me. Jesus Christ.
What happened?
Another draw.
What was the score?
2 draws in 32 each of 2. So they were down for pretty much the entire game. Came back in the last quarter, hit the front.
2.5 minutes to go.
2.5 minutes to go. Got a
By
free
a goal? Or by a point? Or
by like
31 to
goal.
32.
Yeah, 31 to 32. Yeah.
Oh,
They
by
were in
point.
front. They were in front,
I
right?
only remember this because I had the track and he had it up.
Yeah, and Freo got a free kick in the dying moments of the game to win the game, and they
Right
kicked
in
a point.
front,
It was
right
like
in
15
front.
out, 20 out, slight angle, missed.
Right in front. Shit.
But the umpiring decision which led to the shot was horrible, and like it was just like the standard of umpiring at that level is just like it's abysmal. Well, I know, yeah, exactly. Do you expect much less?
yeah.
No.
Well, how many times has 2 draws in 2 weeks
I
happened
don't know.
to the same club?
That's got to be.
Oh, that's an AFLW record.
Yeah. There's been
We've
that's
said
never
that
happened.
one.
I haven't heard the Harford press conference. I wonder if he is taking it as a...
No, I think blaming him.
No, not blaming him,
Oh,
but
yeah,
will he
yeah.
take it as
That's
a
win.
a win, or will he... Be
Well, during the week they said, what did they say? I think one of the players, Mua Lalawifi, who actually, before she came to Carlton, I was actually hoping we drafted her and picked her up because I called her during VFLW and I thought, she's actually not a bad defender. It's a good kick, defends well. As a defender, you kind of have to, but I think it was her that came out and said, we're building something special. I'm still yet to see what it is.
Draws.
I don't know what it is.
Draws. That's special.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what they're building. I genuinely have no idea what they're doing there.
That's pretty hard to do, to draw.
No one's explained what's happening. No one has explained what the
That's
program
special.
is.
That actually is special.
2
No.
weeks in a row.
That's special.
Yeah, no one
we
has.
can build on that.
I hope they get
Oh
it
yeah.
heard.
No one has explained what the
Three in a
program
row.
is. No one has explained what the end program of the Gold is. No one tells us what is going on.
It's just week by week there.
And again, and I keep bringing it up, 20 players left the club. Don't give me this expansion rubbish. That's rubbish. Rubbish. And again, we have another Casper the Ghost at the football club.
Kindersley.
Where is she?
She's probably in fucking Barcelona or
For
something.
nothing.
All I'm going to say is you can blame the coach as much as you want, yeah? Blame him as much as you want. You cannot
It's her
pinpoint.
program. She's the
You
one-
cannot pinpoint one person in this, yeah?
He might be joining you back at SEN there.
Maybe. After way, mate. The problem is, right? It's from the, and we keep saying it's from the top down.
It's sick. I love it.
Now they've
Imagine
got-
they host together.
Now they've got these new facilities in, and that might see a spike up next season.
What a myth.
But again, you can have all that around you.
What a myth.
If you're no good, you're no good, right? And look, my problem is that no one has held, no one in high media positions. Your best mate.
Yeah.
Your best mate.
Isn't he an activist for AFLW?
Yep. Which is great.
He's a runner.
Which is great.
I don't, mate.
Right? No one in the media and no one at the club is holding this AFLW program into account. You know why? I'll tell you why.
It's a Mickey Mouse
Because the
tournament.
overriding sentiment I get within this club is that they are applauding the fact that they have a team.
That's it.
That's what it is. That's what it is. They're applauding, and they're still in that mode. They're still in that mode of we're applauding that. Mate, that should have been done 7 years ago.
They've all got that, haven't
Mate, they do.
The participation.
But why do they need to applaud?
Mate, there's honestly, if you're talking, and I'm talking from a pure footy perspective, right? And that's all I ever talk about, from a pure footy perspective. That they are, they're lost.
They are.
Lost.
No, they're not even. They don't even have a map in their hands.
And I'm not going to name.
There's no map.
I'm not going to name who she is.
It's blank paper.
I'm not going to name who she is, but you know the player I'm talking about. Who I?
Ah, yeah.
Yes, you know the player I'm
Yep.
talking about. She plays for an opposition club, and they played against Carlton recently. And I asked her. I said, like, what? Okay, honest opinion. I said, just forget I'm here.
Yep.
Right, forget it's me. Just say you're talking to a random person on the street. I don't have my Carlton hat on. Right. What do you think of Carlton's AFLW program? Like, what is it? She goes, they play the worst brand of football. The place is a mess. And all I hear from players coming out, that it is just, the place is just ridiculous.
That's.
It is ridiculous.
I find that astonishing.
So
like
do I.
even at a Carlton,
Right,
right?
at
How
elite level.
how we
Rocco,
can even.
Rocco, they are tarnishing the brand.
They
They are
don't give a
tarnishing
shit.
the monogram, mate.
They don't give a shit.
Well, how they treat it in the media and all that is how they play on the field
And,
too.
and it
And
shows.
it just the same thing happens again. Oh, we played. It was a great fight back. This individual played well.
Honourable.
Akistaka, this one here had votes.
Honourable.
Got coaches' votes.
Yeah.
Got the mate. I don't care. I do not give. I couldn't care less.
Yep. No one.
Couldn't care less.
And because it's
And then,
the AFL,
and then people are saying, oh, you know, but the umpiring, you know, and look, the umpiring result, the umpiring decision which resulted in the Fremantle goal was terrible.
yeah,
Right, it should have been a free kick, right? But you are venting your frustrations to something that is just so minute and minuscule in the game.
How many
You've
minutes
had-
are the halves?
You've had
quarters,
60,
15?
70, 80 minutes prior to that
90, isn't it?
that you've had to put yourself in a winning position.
Yeah.
They did it themselves.
So a decision like that doesn't have to go and determine potentially the result of a game.
100%.
So what's happening?
100%. Well, this just shows. That brought me.
Excuses.
It's
It's
excuses.
always excuses at Carlton.
Again, I don't
It's
want to talk about
sickening.
Collingwood, but
Always
the
excuses.
McRae. You know what he said? Now you reminded me. They asked him about the 50-metre penalties that they had. They had
Oh,
like
yeah,
three
a couple that
before.
were against him.
the Ginnivan
You know
one
what he
was
said?
disgusting.
He goes, listen, I don't want to dwell on them. He goes, my attitude, my thinking is, what did they do after that?
That's and
Correct.
this is what I
That's what
always
he
say,
said.
mate.
He goes, what did they do after
Exactly.
that? And he goes, man up.
Man up.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
In the preview, he goes, man up.
Go back to what you know, your system, blah, blah, blah.
Where we turn around and go, oh, it was because
the
of that
50,
decision.
Yeah, they kicked the goal. 'Cause
What happened before that?
No.
Correct.
Why did they even get to that position
Correct.
where they're getting a free kick, you know?
Correct.
So if they're not taking ownership,
But
I'm
they
telling you,
are,
this
mate.
is a representation of the whole club. This AFLW, like the men, it's coming down to the women.
How's a Collingwood women's going? I don't know. You'd know.
Yeah, they'll probably make the finals this year.
There you go.
Yeah.
Simple.
I think they're undefeated.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they're
And
undefeated.
we got back-to-back draws.
We got back-to-back
With,
draws.
coaches awards and accolades.
I'll tell
You
you
know
what
what we
they
should.
If
I
I
hope
would-
we get
I'd
another draw because I want to see like three.
3 in a row.
And then I want to see him bring out a frame.
Right, back-to-back.
Back-to-back draws. Buy it now,
Yeah.
$5.99.
Collingwood 3 and zip.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're like 2 in 1 draw, aren't we?
Yeah. 4 games for 8
Oh
points.
no, we had a win.
We're outside the 8 and won't be making the 8.
No.
They'll be lucky to scrape. They'll be lucky to sneak in, I reckon, if that.
You know the other thing, I had this on here, and we'll talk about. This goes for the whole club. All right, we see we have nothing to talk about. This goes for the whole club. I don't like player development for this whole club. I never have for ages now. Our
of course.
players don't develop properly. They don't like when we get young kids.
The lower tier.
They're
not
lower,
the
they're
lower
lower.
tier, not lower tier player, but
Yeah,
you
the
know,
lower
not
tier.
that, not that elite.
Your round 3s, your round
Correct.
4s, your rookies. Yeah.
Correct. Not
They-
your
they-
Walshes
they
and
come in,
Mackays and
no,
that.
because they develop themselves, right?
With help.
But these players, I noticed, they come in and they're just right.
They're air players.
Where other teams, they bring them in and they're ready to go. You know, like they develop much better. You know what I mean?
Even that, like a player like for Collingwood, fuck, I can't stand talking about these motherfuckers. But Trent Bianco, blokes are like, come on, man. Played what, 50% game time,
Yeah,
something around that,
47% game time.
But when he
Kicks
came
a
on,
goal.
he did the job and
They develop.
fuck,
I'm telling you, there's a big
goal.
issue. When we discuss this club, you got to remember, I
mean,
would
we
be
should talk
asking
about
about
Sydney as well, because
development,
they're
and I
unreal.
would be asking about the injuries is another thing that can't be let go.
What about Sydney? What about their kids? Mate, their kids are fucking
Hey,
unreal.
come on, their development's been fantastic
for
for
20,
years,
20,
mate.
20, since the inception.
They get them in, and then people go, "Oh, but they've got the academy." It doesn't matter. They get the players, and they come in ready, mate.
That's just another excuse.
It is.
We just look for excuses.
It is. It is.
You go look, even Geelong, their injury list is Mickey Mouse.
Their
They got like
injuries
10
are-
players waiting to come in.
Yeah, ready to go. Yeah.
I saw them all, like Higgins and all that. They're all missing.
Menegola.
Menegola. Good players too.
Yeah. I know.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit at our club that needs to be rectified still. We know this.
We know. We'll see what happens. But then you know what's going to happen another year, another bloody.
It's always
year
next
coming.
year though.
There's always next year, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, I hope that they come out and start like at least.
Mate, then the only way it will happen is if you all of you.
And who did it come from?
Demanding more.
Yeah, all of
Thompson.
One of the best coaches.
All of you.
Another
Good
mastermind.
player too,
Yeah,
just
correct.
quietly. Fuck,
Yeah,
Player,
fuck, he was a
Prem-
freak.
he was a
Premiership.
premiership
Yes. Yes, he
captain.
was.
Fucking oath.
Yes.
Premiership captain, coach.
Sheedy. Was it with Sheedy on the cup?
Yeah, it was
Sheedy,
Sheedy,
I
yeah, of
remember
course.
seeing
You
it.
know. Anyway.
Winner.
All of you.
Winner's mentality there.
I'm telling you, don't.
Did you say you have to
accept-
read something out?
Oh yeah.
Has
that got to
do
do
I
with
Facebook on the Blue Ball group.
Do I do it now?
What's it? What's
I'll
it going?
search for it, but we'll go into the next one. Because it
AFL?
kind of leads into this kind of.
All right, let's go into this one here.
All clear?
Ready to go.
Bang.
There were some games.
Yep. The first one was a
The
dead
first
set
one
fizzer.
was a bit of a fizzer. So
71-point win to the mighty Cats. 18-12, 120 to 77, 49. Brisbane does not give a yelp at the G, and Geelong goes bang, and they will enter next week as premiership favourite.
100%. I actually went to this game and I watched it. It's good to watch a game with no emotion,
Yep,
but
neutral.
just want to see a good game.
Yep.
And mate,
Well, you saw a great team.
I was, people go, I wanted a
scoreboard
close
flooded
game, and that's
Brisbane.
all good. But man, I enjoyed watching.
Have you
Geelong.
ever seen a more
Polished.
disciplined, structured, professional,
The only team that I was.
tough team?
95.
The only team.
95. It's very similar, man. They got this. The structure is very.
And the other
low.
team too that they look like when they play is because they kick the ball well by foot is Hawthorn.
Yep. Yeah, those
That 3-peat.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Unreal.
And they always lower their eyes.
Always.
But not just if...
It's not a burden.
No.
It's not a
But
burden.
not just kicking into the 50.
Everywhere.
Around the ground. You've got to
Correct.
see him. When you watch him, and I was sitting right behind the goals, and you see him, they
But
get
it's-
the ball, and then
Yeah,
bang,
but where do they look first?
Bang.
Where do they look first?
Out.
Inside first.
Yeah.
If it's not there, then we go around. We'll go
And the other
around
thing
and
they
this
do,
and
I
that.
notice, is the way they
Unreal.
structure around the contest. So when you're watching them, right? So what they do is there's a little bit of a, like someone's trying to get the ball,
Scrimmage.
and then
Yeah.
scrimmage, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden 3 or 4 players go, and they all go into their positions.
Yeah.
And then what will happen is Dangerfield will get the ball and go,
Yeah, they know.
Yeah.
like it's like, right,
Polished,
no,
yeah.
that's not right, there's someone there.
It's
Like
polished.
the way they did it, you know, and then when the two things, when they switch, they
Oh.
switch with conviction.
Mate.
And when they transition,
Unreal.
mate, they just go back and then they just take
They
off.
know when to. They know when to go.
This is
They know.
like obviously playing. I mean, they've played to their strengths and they know what players, what the strengths of their players
What
are, and
works.
you function a game plan around that. And what I was so impressed was, or what I was impressed with, was Brisbane early tried to use the ball short,
Yeah.
find the short options, move through Geelong zone with hands, fast movement, and that's the way you beat Geelong, right?
Yeah.
The problem is, as soon as Geelong pick up on the short options and they take that away from you, you're done. It's all
over. And the
It's all
pressure's
over.
high.
It's all over.
Pressure was high.
What they did against us.
And that's what they did.
Destroyed
That's
us.
what they did against us,
Destroyed
right?
us.
You
They
know,
were
you know,
neutral.
Yeah, then they got the gears.
You know, we did a half okay job of sticking around with them, you know, because we've got some tall timber up there that can try and bring the ball to ground and all that. And Brisbane, you know.
They were playing with us like a cat with
Yeah,
some
yeah,
mouse,
yeah.
so just
Like
holding us there.
we look, I mean, Geelong, the way they, and like you've got to break things down, and like the coaches will break things down. Like, okay, well, this is what we want to do when the opposition have the ball. To get the ball back, this is what we have to do, and then when we get the ball, this is what we're going to do. So, what Geelong were brilliant at, and I kept saying, okay, Brisbane have got to stop going long and high. You're just playing into their hands, and if you are going to go long and high, have 3 or 4 blokes there to bloody bring the ball to the deck. Geelong took away Brisbane's short options brilliantly. Forced them long up the line. Look at Geelong's defence. Collar Jasny, Stewart, Blitzarves gets back.
Blitzer was
Sam
so good,
DeConing,
man.
DeConing gets back.
I love Henry.
Henry gets. Look at all those intercepts,
They're
mate.
tall
Even Tui
side
can
too,
intercept.
man. A tall side.
But
Even
this
Tui
is
can
this is
intercept.
what I always say. Height does not matter. It's a myth.
Yeah.
It's a fabricated. It's bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's bullshit.
But-
when you play to your strengths,
Yeah, of
this is
course.
what happens.
And the thing
And
is,
that's why they won 14, 15 straight.
now, and they force Brisbane to go long and high. It means that those intercept plays just come into work, right? And like, there was a
Dominate.
stage in the second and third quarter where, mate, every time Brisbane went inside forward 50,
intercepted.
just picked off. And the thing about them is that, and what Scott noticed last year too, and you picked up on that when they lost that prelim, and some of the losses they had last year was that they were too slow with their ball movement. But what he's done, he's put pace into this team. So when they
Close.
do intercept, mate, they're off for God. So Brisbane will bring it.
Close,
Brisbane would
homes,
bring it
all
up
over.
this side of the ground. They go long and high into this pocket. Geelong pick them off. Get the intercept mark. By the time they get the intercept mark,
It's all over.
players along the other side of the ground
It's
are
all
out.
over.
Holmes is out. Tui's out.
they
They're
work
all out.
hard.
Isaac Smith is out.
It's a difference.
And see you later.
The work rate.
When you're watching it, like
Beautiful.
from there, I was watching behind the goals, and soon, like exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Soon as they pick them out,
That's it. They're off. It's
But
all over.
4 or 5 meters on their players.
Yeah.
Because they know.
Yeah.
It's in there.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah,
all,
I will
it's
too.
just it's ingrained in them.
Let's
but they
have a-
work hard both ways.
Let's have a look at a few. I picked out a few. This one here, I knew they were on when this happened.
Catch now.
Oh,
Withstanding.
what a
at
goal.
that.
Oh,
Slap forward into the hands of Dangerfield.
he's finally
he's
turned
on.
up.
He's on the danger.
It's good to see him go good in a final.
No pumping too. Just back to business. I'm telling you, I look at those things, man.
Yeah, it's the
when
first
you just,
quarter.
But also, you just relax. You got a job to do. Doesn't matter when it is. You just got a job to do. This bloke here, he came from Sydney. Remarkably, they'll be playing Sydney this week. But this bloke here has been a huge difference.
Yeah.
Look at the pace.
He's not a bad player too.
accuracy to Rowan.
Even the defender there, like.
No, it
Can't
goes back,
stop
kicks
that.
the goal.
Once your back's turned to the player as a defender, forget it.
Then we're getting like others just jumping in, kicking goals. Like this one here.
Oh, my.
It's a good goal.
Yeah.
It's a very good goal. Hard finish.
Stengel. Hawkins.
It's a smart kick, just Hawkins didn't.
Andrews goes to ground. So does the
He
big
sleeps,
Hawk.
but look at
It's a
this.
good goal.
Cameron. Now
Tough
Myers.
finish. He's an,
They
he's
have
a
like
crafty
2-3
little player.
opportunities, but there was always someone there. Then there was someone there. There was Myers. There was like, there's always someone there. And this bloke here, I don't care. I love this bloke. The next two highlights are of him.
Let's see.
Do I know who it is?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. He's a superstar.
Need the ruck
He hasn't kicked 720 odd goals for no reason.
to grind
That's right.
I hate when people disrespect him. Can't stand it. People do though.
Look at the kick. Look at the
Look
mark.
at-
And the
how's
kick,
a kick
he was
though?
never missing this.
No.
This is the old left to right fade.
But this is him in a nutshell.
It's
Look
coming
at
back.
that kick.
It's
Just knows
coming
his kick.
back. It is there.
He should have kicked 10.
Yeah, I said that because I went with Miss Undell and I'm going like he missed a few and I go, I guarantee he'll kick 5. He kicked 4, should have kicked like 7 or 8, but he missed a couple of bloody real easy ones. But he got that one there. And then this one here just to like finish it off.
Down the southern wing.
Good mark.
Look at
by
this.
Danger.
Watch this. Watch this.
He's good at
Take
his
off.
head.
No stuffing around,
The
mate.
feint.
Extends
See you later.
jumps very well. He plays on now and rams it forward. Hawkins muscling out Harris Andrews and runs into an
The
open.
scoreboard flattered Richmond in the end. It should have been 150 points.
Brisbane.
Yeah, Brisbane, sorry.
The thing is, like, see that bit of play? They got the 2 big forwards up forward. Cameron didn't really do too much, but last week he was better.
He was
on the
working
ball.
up the ground.
He was.
That was
But he
real
was in
weird, mate.
defence.
No, he was.
He's working on the ball.
Yeah.
He was. But what I mean, like, he didn't kick too many goals,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Hawkins come up. Last week it was kind of different, or
Yep.
2 weeks ago.
Take it into
But do you see that they got 2 big forwards up there, yeah?
Yeah. And what else do they have?
Fucking first option, kick it to him, man, instead of
it.
fucking around with the ball, you know what I
Correct.
mean? But they got those gears. But when they came in and they got him, like, just do it, man. Like, get the ball to these players when there's no one there, So
I don't think they're.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get into the next game, but like they were, mate, as impressive a team I've seen for a long time.
it's actually good to see, man. It was I don't know. And then the supporters after the game, like they
Didn't
weren't even.
celebrate. Nah.
No, they weren't that excited.
'Cause you know you
like
got
I was saying
another
to Dylan, if that was us, we would be. There'll be fireworks.
Yeah,
There'll be all.
100%. Because
You
they're
know?
a mediocre football
Yeah.
team, that's why. And they're not.
Yeah.
Because
And
they're
they
there
just-
every year.
Mate,
Or
they
set
just
themselves
pretty
up to
much,
be there
They're pretty
every
much
year.
every year, man. Like they're
They
there.
know what it's about.
It was
it's about
good.
that
It was
last
a very,
day.
very nice. Anyway, there was another game. Let's have a look at this one here. The results.
14-11-95 to 14-10-94. Have you got another? Yeah. Hold on. Just pass.
Yeah, there is a phone call. Oh, you got this phone call, yeah?
Hello. Oh, Joffa. I thought you got. Oh, you haven't been arrested yet. Okay, no worries. Oh, you. Okay, you put the hard drive away. Okay, all right, no worries. Yeah.
He's got
Okay.
a house.
All good, mate.
You got a house.
Where's the? Yeah, the gold jacket. Yeah, no, it's turned to una merda. Yeah. Okay. No worries, mate. All right. Enjoy. Where are you? In Asia somewhere. Oh, no worries. I think they're going to extradite you soon, mate. Is that Swoop? Is that Swoop in the background?
Swoop, mate!
Swoop, hello.
Need a fat one.
Hello? He hung up.
Did he? Did Joffa?
That's Swoop.
Did Joffa have to hand down the phone to him?
Yeah. Took some time to get him down there.
Fucking hell, this phone doesn't stop ringing, mate. Hello. Sorry? All right, we got it. All right, looks like we got another message.
Another message again.
Let's have a look at this message.
I
yeah.
like it. I like it. I like it.
It's just a mess, isn't it?
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
It's around the world, man. This is the best. All right, so we'll look. I don't know. We'll look at some highlights. Did we saw the scores?
Yeah,
we saw the scores.
We saw the scores. Let's have a look at a couple of goals here. So Let's have a look at this one. This one was a beautiful.
He's a
goal.
gun. He's a gun. He's a gun. He's a gun. Probably didn't mean the goal, but
He's a good footballer, isn't he?
Well, I thought Warney passed away last
Ah,
year. He got a little
the old
bit
leg
of
spin.
there. So he's back. And was that? No, I was going to say that was at the Warner stand. No. That was somewhere else, yeah. So this bloke here, he didn't do a lot, but he was still instrumental. I like this goalie. This was an important
Buddy.
No
Yep.
margin for
Oh,
error.
yeah, this goal.
So the Pies, the closest they've been since 8 minutes into the first
Well, they
quarter.
haven't really relied on him
Big
that
lead
much
with
this season,
26.
to be honest.
Here comes
What's he kicked for the year? Like 30 odd?
This for 74 in
Yeah.
finals with his
40
second
maybe?
and two
He went
for
back and
Jack
kicked it.
Titus.
That's a standard buddy goal, isn't it?
Nice.
That's easy.
He's pumped. He's pumped. What about this one here?
Yep.
Let's have a look at it. Oh, this was a great.
Oh, the interception. Attack the footy. Oh, my
McInerney.
Kick it up shit creek too.
Good winger.
Yeah, he's
Good winger. Good player.
Player ran. That was beautiful.
So if Blake Acres is worth 400, how much is he?
That's what I'm saying.
900,000?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
If we're valuing these players.
No worries, bro.
Hey, how about this bloke here? Should have been a Carlton a few years ago, but he always stands up.
There's Papley. Lucky.
There was a
Nah, lucky. This is good. He's good for my wallet too.
Do you like
This
this?
gave me the third.
What was he? 390.
That was good. Now everyone goes, was it a mark? Like, whatever, you know what I mean? He probably marked, punched in the head, whatever, pushed. There was everything there. Doesn't matter. It was beautiful. That's it. So let's everyone just sit back and enjoy this last little bit here.
Okay.
In his 200th, bouncing over the top.
Oh, God.
Who does the football favour here?
Look at
McInerney
this. Oh, he
needs to
pushes
get rid of
forward.
it.
Can he?
Triple
Oh!
minus score, and the Swans, the Bloods, will play in the last game of the season. One of the best games of football you'll ever see. It's the Swans and the Pies' Cinderella story.
How do they do it, Sydney?
They did it. They held on. I loved Longmire's press conference too. Like they kept like trying to mention Collingwood and that, and he kept saying like, yeah, but at the end we won.
Yeah.
But at the end we won. It doesn't matter whether we won.
won.
Yeah. We won. You know what I mean? So that's it. Look, at the end of the day, I don't know. Yeah, all right. Collingwood did all right for the year. They did all right. But at the end of the day,
We're out. You got to start again next year.
we might I might get together with like Swoop and we might compare trophies this year.
Well, we got
And we're
more.
both. No. Well, we got none for this year.
No, we got
and
more.
he's got none.
Kerno.
Oh yeah, we got Kerner. Oh, yeah, the participation.
We both got that.
That's for you, Swoop.
You know what I did
Actually, if he
like?
puts it in my cover.
You know what I did like too, though?
Nah, we love Swoop.
After the game is that, you know, obviously they're all gutted and blah, 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 but they went and addressed their fans.
Yeah, they did.
Straight away.
They did.
Like, they didn't go off the ground. Like,
They
you know,
did.
they were full
They
of
did. They went and dressed, yeah.
course.
They didn't fall to the ground and that. No,
But
no,
all the
look.
way, they you know, guess that's their culture now.
No, 100%. 100%. They build it so maybe they can build with something. But, you know, another thing he said, like, fuck, I keep mentioning the coach, you know. He goes, just remember, you don't start where you finished.
That's right.
Yeah.
Next year, he goes, we start at 18th.
Yeah, exactly.
Straight away.
Yeah.
Like, he says things that freak me out. Like, that's so true. Next
You
year,
don't
there's
start
no
where you
guarantee.
finish.
Like with us, there's no guarantee that next year we start 8-2.
Yeah, exactly. You don't
Actually,
start.
the odds, I reckon the odds are we're not going to be
Well,
starting
yeah,
8-2. You know what I mean? So,
But you got to love Sydney as well. You got to give credit to them. I think they were kind of holding on. They changed
years ago.
mindset.
yeah.
They did the
They
same
did,
thing.
they
They
did.
did the same thing we did against
Yeah.
Collingwood.
They did. And you know why? Because Collingwood have put this thing into people's minds
That's
about
right.
this last
We
quarter.
don't give up.
Yeah.
Well, this you know how much I adore Sydney.
Yeah. Mate,
What do you say about them?
the way they 2 years ago, 16th, everyone was going, it's time for a rebuild and that. And now they're into a grand final.
They've gone from 15th to 16th to an elimination final loss last season.
Yep.
To
Grand final.
To grand final.
And Buddy
Can
could
they
win
win
his
it?
third.
Can they win it?
Of course they can win it.
Oh, well, you're there.
Because the problem is that
They play
Geelong,
with their, you know.
it's all about. I think it's more will Geelong lose it.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I think will
yeah,
happen.
Sydney have sort of got that Hawthorn 2008 vibe about it. They might be there maybe a year or two
early.
I mean, but that doesn't mean... Like,
Yeah.
I'm just talking like with regards
Yeah.
to the young players that they've got around there. And they've still got some champion leaders, you know, Buddy and Parker
course,
and
of
Rampy. All these guys that
Hadley,
have been
all
there
of
and
them,
done
yeah.
it, you know.
No, of course they can win it.
Even, mate, you know who was really good?
That's the difference.
And, mate, he stands up in finals all the time, mate. Sam Reid.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And he was the big...
He
I
could
said
miss.
when he went down,
Mate.
he hurt the structure of that
Bloody
team.
oath.
So,
you know.
He's huge. He's huge
Yeah,
up there.
and, you know.
it'd be interesting
Nah,
to
they've
see.
got
It's going to be a good game. I'm looking forward
Oh,
to
mate,
next week.
absolutely.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, jeez. At least we can rest easy.
100%. Yeah, mate, this phone
Again, here
is
we
just
go.
going off. Hello. We're in the middle of a show. What do you mean? All right, I'll put it up. Apparently there's a message from Africa.
Oh,
jeez. Everyone's getting into it, eh?
Right, it's all happening.
Getting into it.
All continents, blue abroad.
So,
So,
there is a game next week. Let's
the
have a look
final game.
Let's have a look at this.
Yep, at the MCG. Geelong versus Sydney, 2:30 p.m. is the first bounce. It's the grand final we wanted.
Yep.
Yep, it's the grand final we wanted.
I think so.
And
I think
the
so.
The two best teams, first and...
good. That's good.
Well, what was it? First and third?
Third.
First and third, yeah.
First and third.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. So I think it's good. Like Geelong definitely deserve it. Melbourne, whatever, you know what I mean. But I think Sydney's a good opposition to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There they go.
I think Ricky Nixon put out a post that said we have got 9 teams in Melbourne and we can't make one team can't make a grand
Geelong,
final.
Sydney, yeah, jeez, yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be good. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, I don't know much more we can say about this. Let's predictions. All right, let's do it. Prediction, first goal, and Norm Smith.
Okay, Geelong by...
We're going to put this down. Paul.
Geelong by 16 points.
Yes.
Yep. First goal,
First goal.
Gary Rowan
Oh,
against
that's
his
a
old
good
club.
one. Yeah, that's a good one.
And Norm Smith. Ooh, Norm Smith, I'm going to go with... Fuck. Patrick Dangerfield. It's the obvious, but Patrick Dangerfield. I reckon he's primed. I reckon he's primed.
All right. Marcello.
Geelong by 28.
Yep.
First goal scorer, Selwood.
First goal scorer, Selwood.
That's a good one. That'll pay.
Ooh.
Probably 30s.
Jeez.
Norm Smith. Jeremy Cameron.
Okay. Interesting.
That's a good one.
Rocco?
All right, Rocco. You know what? I'm going Sydney.
Ah.
I'm going to go Sydney.
You said it was like Carlton in 95, Geelong.
Yeah, I know. But you're not
No,
as
it's
good.
Carlton like
you're
95.
not, you're not as good as 95, man. You're not going to do it. So I'm going to go Sydney. I think Sydney will win. I reckon they're going to win a close one. I think it might be within like 8 points.
Okay.
I reckon the first goal kicker is going to be Buddy.
Okay.
Big Budwell.
Yeah, we're going to get Bud. He's going to have a big one. And I reckon their best on ground might be Heaney.
Okay. Norm Smith.
Yeah,
Norman Smith, yeah.
Does he show up in grand finals, buddy?
Oh, he got injured against Bulldogs in 2016.
Yeah, I can't remember with the Hawthorn ones.
He had some big goals, yeah.
With Buddy, he just has to do a few things. You know what I mean?
To ignite the
Yeah.
team, correct.
You know what I mean? And there's always, they're always watching him, you know what I mean? Like, he helps that forward line because... So that's it. So that's it for things. All right, next week. Next week, big day, big day. Where you's watching it?
I've got no idea.
I'm watching at Maloney's.
Are we? I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm having a
no
barbecue. I've got friends over.
I might be at work. Who knows?
Yeah, you could be. Yeah, since you got heaps of work now. All right, let's have a look.
I'm not going to read that. Maybe at the end of the... I'll read this at the end of the show.
You want to read it now?
No. I'll read it.
No, end of the show.
All right, we'll do it when we do the viewers
Correct.
and that. All right, let's have a look at some more biffs. Let's get straight into it.
For Jackson, interception down there was
See,
by
Jackson's getting involved in all of them.
He got flattened.
Jesus.
on the side of the screen. Gordon was running in.
That bloke got flattened.
The arm up.
Gets it over, looking for Carmen. He can't pick the darn thing up. He's in trouble. Tries to get a hand pass out. That comes to Carmen. Trying to get clear. Stuck his fist up on his right throat.
Oh, my God.
Goes for a pass up towards Jesselenko.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one.
He is out.
That is the one. He's out cold.
Well, Magro got him a beauty. I'm sure it was accidental, but it was a very, very solid hip and shoulder.
Yes. Oh, look at Armsy now. Bang!
Down goes Harms. A very heavy bump that time.
Look, his arms up, man. He's out.
Serve it up to them, but look at this.
Oh, this one's
He's dropped the sitter, David.
Oh, on Reece Jones.
He got it. Oh, Banksy, out comes the notebook.
I think he's probably wondering if they're still playing
David.
Fitzroy.
At least he's wide awake. Well, I don't know
I
about
don't know about
Wide awake, far out.
And an encouraging pat on the stomach there.
Mullane and Glasgow.
Glasgow, yeah.
Now there's a chance for Collingwood.
Oh, that's six, man.
The full
So
bicep.
he went into hating Collingwood. Huh?
Taken out by DeRuy.
That's Durui.
Sandwiched.
Dorothy comes
Oh,
out.
Dorothy, yeah, he gets the call.
Is that one of the players?
Love this, man.
Yeah, they're starting already. Kernahan.
Jumper punches.
Yes, what
Flat
Kernahan
out, look at
said,
this.
he lined
Bang,
up and
bang.
centre back. Christian starting on the bench, and it's very nasty here. Kick by Hannah.
Oh, it's a glancing blow.
Yeah,
Jacobs? Nah, who's that?
Inside 50
Three.
for Carlton. They haven't been down there. Siri. That is too
Siri.
high. Number 7, Minton Connell took.
Oh, it's a
thank you
little
to
love
Steve
tap.
Kernahan went down.
Don't you love it? That gets you pumped, doesn't it? That gets you pumped. All right, listen, let's get into this one.
Pardon me.
Rocco's Rant! All right, since it was such a success last week.
Last week, yeah.
We thought we'd do another random rant.
Random rant.
So you can give me something and I'll see what I can do about it.
Okay.
I've really got nothing. I mean, I've been ranting about Collingwood. I've got nothing to rant about. So but see if you can get me going.
Well, there was one that there were people, I don't know where you stand on this, but people were complaining about King Charles asking his servants to move the inkwell or to move the... Where do you sit on that? Do you sit on, like, why the hell are people complaining about that? Or why the hell is he pissed off with that? What's your...
Oh, I never thought about that. I never thought about that. Let me see about moving the inkwell.
So there are people on Twitter that are saying that, oh, look at, this is why we need to, the royals and stuff them and like...
Because they're like slaves.
Well, I'm a bit 50-50 on that. First of all,
Rocco, 50-50?
they're a bit precious, like move the inkwell and that, so that's the way they are. But that's the way they're brought up.
Correct.
This is the way they live their life. Like people say, oh, why they like that, but you have no idea.
That's true.
What they do in life. Like, you've got no idea. You go and work at Bunnings, you come home, no one's giving you any food. Probably your wife's not even looking after you. Nothing. These people are brought up from, since they're born, they're brought up a certain way. They don't know any better.
Correct.
So this is what they do. Like, just accept it. Like, until you walk into in someone's shoes, man, who are you to say? Like, I've even heard that about, like, that time with like Tiger Woods when he got caught, everyone's going, oh, that was disgraceful. How could he be doing that? Shut up. When do you get all these women running after you and that, and you got like every moment you gotta be like moral, and you don't go through this. So don't say you understand what these people go through. They live a very unordinary life.
That's correct.
Compared to others. So that's the first thing. Second thing, with social media, They see the most littlest thing and they make a big fuss about, oh, you know, like, well, is that what we're doing here? Is that what we're doing here? But as far as the thing, like, I think, yeah, this is the king, mate. This is what he does, man. You know what? You ever seen the movie, it's a comedy from years ago. Anyway, there's a bit where, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Something World. Anyway, I can't remember what it's called, but it was a comedy, you know, and the bloke's the king.
Yeah.
Right? And so in the old days, you know, he's the king and he's got like the piss boy. So he'd call over the piss boy and he'd come over, you know, and he'd put it like a pan there and he'd have a piss. And then I think the bloke puts down his finger and everything and he walks over and he just looks into the camera and he goes, it's good to be the king. You know, so all these things, every once in a while, good to be the king. And it is, man. Like, if you're the king, man, you get to do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
That's it. You got one?
No.
That's it. Quick, short rant.
Have we ever done a driving one? Actual driving?
Fuck, don't start me on driving. I hate
people that don't know how to merge.
Nah, they're idiots, man. People, I believe that these licenses are too easy given to people these days. Yeah. Man, if you can't reverse. How do you say it? Reverse. Didn't even sound right. Now I don't even think I sound right anymore. No. If you don't reverse at 100 k's an hour, right, be able to spin the car, drive off, stop, change the tyre, and jump back in the car and go, you don't get a license. That's it. That's it, because they're just giving it to anyone. They don't know the roads and they've got no respect anymore. Right? So with the merging, like what are you talking about, like on the freeway?
Like when you're going onto the freeway. People that don't know how to merge.
Well, first of all, if you're driving on the freeway, move over. That's the first thing. That's respectful. Yeah. Second thing, you don't go and slow down to 2K.
Yes.
This is why
oncoming cars are 80, 100
But why do you think the off-ramp is so long? So you can get up to speed and the word, merge. You're merging into the lane, mate. Look, what's wrong with you, mate?
The one thing I can't stand, one of my pet hates, is when you're driving down the indicator one, but when you're driving down a street that's a little bit narrow, you've got to pull in.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to pull in, right? You pull in, you've done what you have to do, and the person doesn't do that.
Yeah, like give the little thank you.
I hate that.
No. Should chop off their fingers.
You know when people do that, the window goes down, they lose it.
Yeah. You crack it. Yeah. You crack it. Even though that's what you're supposed to do, a little bit of acknowledgement.
Beautiful profanities come out.
Yeah.
A bit of a help, you know.
Can't stand that.
Yeah. I can't stand that.
Indicators.
Not using it. Yeah, I hate not using the indicator. Now, I'm telling you, people don't know how to drive, and they're just giving their licenses to just anyone. Like, so easy, just, no worries, what can you do? Can you do that? Yeah, no worries, just do that. Nah, man, I'm telling you, there's already too many people.
It's crazy.
There's already too many cars. Just get them off the road, mate.
Crazy
just get them
people
off the road.
With their brains all fried
mate,
up.
We don't even have to mention people that stay in the right-hand lane.
When they go slow on the freeway?
I don't get it, man. Like, what's it to you? Just move. If the car wants to do 300 k's an hour,
move.
Look, what's it to you? Just get out of people's way,
You know the
mate.
worst are? Like taxi drivers and Uber drivers.
Well, they think they own the road.
No, but when they're on the freeway, if they got passengers, they go the speed limit. But when they don't have passengers, they go like 120 k's an hour.
That's it.
Just stay in the middle lanes, you dickhead.
Get out of the way, man. There should be just the right-hand lane, man. They're just dumbasses, man. I'm telling you. I hate. You brought it up. I'm glad I don't really drive for a living, and
you just drive trains.
The place I drive, no one gets in front of me, man. Like, there is no getting in front of me, right? Well, if you do. Yeah. Actually, there was a truck hit, not by me, at Keon Park last week.
Was it? In a truck?
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, that's another, they're dumbasses. I tell people this, right? Just remember, I've said this to you before, man. The train cannot stop in an instant.
That's correct. How long does it take? 400 metres?
So at 80 k's, it takes 400. At 115, it takes 1.2 k's to stop a train.
Right, okay.
All right? Yeah. So when you're coming, at Keon Park, there's the lights, then there's the up track, then there's a middle section, then there's the down track, and then there's lights again.
Correct.
Right? So what happens is they try to go through, The lights go red and they stop. Now this is a truck, so its back end is on the bloody track. We come around the corner doing like 80 Ks because that's what it is. We see because it's level crossing then thing. I'm telling you, we're not stopping. So if you're stuck there, we are stuffed.
Yeah.
So you do two things as a person, right? First of all, I've always said this. When you're at this side of the lights, if it's not clear,
don't go.
Don't go. Wait there. Even if it's green, do not go.
Correct.
The second bit is if it happens to do it, move! Move! Like, get the fine and then explain yourself later on, you know?
Correct.
I'm telling you, move, because the train, I've never seen a train lose. No. And it won't.
Correct. 100% record.
Right, so, anyway, that's it. All right, so we did the Malacchio. That's it, that was
It's out
good.
the way.
That was good.
Rant's done. Away we go.
Let's do
We'll
this
fucking
one.
Swallow the fly. Craig McRae.
Actual fly. Actual fly.
Bananas in pajamas are coming down the street.
Sponsored by Marino Bros. Spend $60, get free delivery, and if you order before 12 a.m., you get next day delivery.
Bang! Bang! Deliver. Unlike Carlton. They deliver next day. They deliver next season.
They say they're going to, we'll bring it tomorrow.
We'll bring it tomorrow.
We'll bring it tomorrow.
We'll bring it tomorrow.
I promise it'll be in your mailbox tomorrow.
I promise. But now, apples are really good, but we'll bring it tomorrow.
Bring it tomorrow, yeah.
That's it. All right, I'll start off first. Of course.
Yeah.
Collingwood.
Thank you.
Pretty much to everybody involved with Collingwood, you get a big bellabana right up the clacker. How does that feel, mate? Like that feel for that 1 point. I hope it hurts the whole season, the whole rest of the year till next year. It hurts, but it has to hurt. This is like killing them. Just killing like the Argent.
And you know when they go into denial mode?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, we were 17th last year, but you know we got this.
You know what
far
I do now? I'm gonna do it. I got to do. So get ready for it when you see me, right? They're gonna go, but it was a good year. You know, we finished preliminary. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna smile and go, yeah. It's all, yeah.
Same.
Well done. The next one is Swoop Luke.
Yes.
3-time banana.
Yeah, he's copped it.
Yeah, he deserves it. Because he's quietly just been out there. But unfortunately, what happens when you put yourself out there?
Yep.
You're going to cop the banana.
Of course.
That's all right. I admire that you put it out there.
I agree. I do agree.
The other one is, I'll give you one more quick one. Andy Marr.
What's he done now?
No, I just want to give it to him. I just want to give it to him. Just stuff you, Andy Marr. You're an absolute banana. We'll leave it at that. You are a bloody banana, man. Seriously. Just remember, when you sell your soul, there's a price you pay for it. So, unfortunately, you get that. Who's next?
I've got 2.
Beautiful. I love it.
To Brisbane for just being shit.
Oh, yeah, they deserve it too.
Garbage.
Salt
Didn't turn up. Garbage.
Salt Lepore.
And this one, I wanted to, I forgot about this. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Got to do with Bucky.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Wow, this will be a first time for... No, he gave himself one.
But Bucky gave himself a banana.
But it's not to Bucky.
Oh.
It's to Carlton News and Stats for being complete fuckwits. Got fired from a media gig for some shady shit back in the day. Now trumpets vitriol on a fan channel on a very poor quality stream. That's what they said about Bucky. Now Bucky went up, I think it was yesterday, and he put up My Blue Heaven
and all that.
statement.
Yeah, I saw all that.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Yeah.
You got to watch it.
It's on. It's on. It's like Twitter's like exploding. Like it's.
I haven't. I saw it up, but I haven't had
It
time
was
to watch
like
it.
it's him and this Up the Baggers page. Who actually gave me a bit of a shout out, by the way, that page last night.
Oh, did they?
They gave me a bit of a shit. So they're going at it. Bucky and him are going at it, or Bucky and her.
Where's this on Twitter?
Yeah, it's on Twitter.
Oh, fuck, I miss it on Twitter.
They're going. It's like it's on. It's on. So he.
But
this.
to them-
This. Yeah. Well, here you can say. Yeah.
Yeah, to them, they're like,
Yeah. It was like he said. What happened? So I think the page said, "Oh, Bucky did this and Bucky did that." He got
But
sacked,
then-
which is not true.
It's not true because K-Rock
not
came
true.
out and said, you know,
He was not
Bucky didn't
fired and all that,
get
blah, blah,
fired
blah.
and whatever. But then I just love how Bucky responded in his
He did like an
video.
English
King accent type parody. It was the funniest shit ever taken. The absolute P155, but low key being serious.
I don't reckon you mess with Bucky because he'll burn you.
Yeah.
I reckon there's a few people
But
on
even
social
that
media,
that
you know-
Carlton News and Stats page, mate, they're fucking deluded.
Nah, that's one of the worst
Yeah, another
pages.
page on Twitter. They're fucking deluded, mate. They eat their own shit.
No.
Garbage.
I don't know
up
where they're
your
getting
asses,
this stuff.
mate.
No,
I should've-
That's
I
a good one.
didn't
That's a good one.
address
And
it to
plus, if you're going to attack our mate, we're all coming after you, man.
Yeah, so.
Well, look, it's, you know.
Nah, fuck them.
Oh,
Nah, I
they
don't
gave
care.
me a bit of a
I don't
shout
give a
out
shit.
Whoever
like,
it is, hello.
That's like a best mate saying to me, like, yeah, this and that, but then they go, nah, who gives a shit? I don't give a shit. You're a dickhead.
I don't speak to him.
I love it.
I don't give a fuck. You can come after me. You're another bunch
Yeah, well,
of
he
dead
said it.
shits. Got nothing to come after. Dead shit.
Make a statement. All comments said here
Nah, fuck
do not
them.
reflect.
Fuck them,
All
bro.
views are his own. All views are my own. All views are his
I own my own views, and you're a bunch of fuckwits, and your page is shit
No,
anyway.
we stand. We'll stand by our own, mate. On our own
Fuck
conviction.
that,
I don't
bro.
care,
I
man.
don't beat around the bush. I'm not a liar.
Yeah, that's it.
He's a liar.
Not like our shit club.
That's a fair point. Anyway. Oh, if you're going to go out there, you got to be able to be prepared to
100%.
cop the flak.
100%. And then when you do go out there and you cop it, you just got to take it on the chin,
Fuck
mate.
them. Nah, fuck them, mate.
My one goes to. I can't let this rest. This the whole Carlton AFLW program.
Yeah.
Nah,
from
they're
top to
shit
bottom.
too.
They're
They're
shit.
shit.
from top to
Kinnersley go
bottom.
fucking retire.
Nah.
Fuck you too.
She's the worst, man.
Gone.
If you want me to fucking go on a tangent, I can't stand her as well. She's just a nothing person. Fuck off the board. Fuck out of the club. Fuck off.
She doesn't give a shit. I'm telling you, she's wrecked it. She's moved on. They're giving her a higher position. Have
Take
you
your
heard?
fucking participation
Have you heard from
award
her?
up your ass too, you fuck.
Have you heard from her?
Fuck her, bro. Fuck her.
Since she's been put in a position, but she holds both positions.
That's a
Have you heard anything from her? No.
Disgrace
Nope.
there. Go to Peggy O'Neill. She'll tell you how to fucking run a club
and
there.
also there is
She's a gun there.
there's one person within the realms of Blue Broad who doesn't watch it anymore, and is just done with it.
Yeah.
I'll
Blue
tell you
Broad.
I'll tell you off air.
Okay. Yeah, well. I
But
don't
yeah,
blame her,
Bucky, I
mate.
got your back there.
Nah,
if we're
go
gonna
Bucky.
get into a fist fight, don't worry. Thanos' hand is here. There.
That's it.
Up the beggars come here, I'll fucking smack you too.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck 'em, bro.
that's
Can't
it.
stand people that do that shit.
Yeah, I agree.
That's weak. He's having a bit of fun on Twitter
I
there.
know. I know.
And there was a
It gets
Tiger
serious.
supporters he gave it to. That was funny.
Oh.
That lady, she goes, yeah, shut up.
Eddie Marr actually backed up Bucky.
Oh, did he?
He did.
Yeah, as he should.
Actually
Okay.
backed Bucky up. I
Good.
don't know, but that's a real weird. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't.
That's
I
a
didn't
real
see it. So
strange,
I've got to.
like, yeah.
I don't
know.
care. Who gives a shit?
Nah,
I just
we'll
want-
back
So
him
that
up.
that I'll
I
explain.
love
I'll
Buck.
explain what that page is. So that
Bucky's-
up the baggers
Bucky's
page.
part of Jumper Punch, man.
You've got
He's a fan, mate.
that page.
He's our-
No, I'm
he's
not.
our boy.
I'm not fans of fans, mate.
Not fans of fans. That's it.
That page. I don't know. I don't know if it's one person or if it's a whole lot of people. I don't know. I have no idea. Right. But that page collates all the like articles and news into like one thing, but then also gets into Twitter spats with other people.
Yeah.
And is a very it's a very positive page, which frustrates me at times.
Another fucking bullshit page.
Which frustrates me at
I
times.
don't like those pages.
It's not
a lot
real.
of it's all
They're
bullshit.
not real, mate. The people are not real, mate.
And a lot of them get their information off someone else who's put out something.
The
They
sort
put it
like
out.
I will say though, and you know I don't say this lightly, the information that they get or who that page gets is pretty hot.
Yeah.
The
Good
info's
on 'em.
pretty hot.
Good on them.
But yeah.
Good on them. Fuck you.
Anyway, whatever. It's nothing
I
personal.
don't care. Nah, it is personal.
But actually, no. That actually started getting personal.
That was personal.
and
So
that's
it
what
is
happens.
personal.
That started
Fuck
getting
them.
personal.
Well, again,
which is, you know,
well, I think we
I
said
don't know,
this
but
a few
it's
weeks
a-
ago, man, about one of our comments, and that was, say whatever you want, just don't get personal, man. Just don't get personal.
yeah, and I think this is the thing. and
When
this
you
is
need
what I
to get
always say.
personal, you've
You've
already
lost
lost
it.
the
Yeah,
war.
you've lost the battle.
So up the baggers get fucked.
Yeah.
I actually don't care. I actually don't care.
I agree.
I don't give a shit. Shout out this, shout out that. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about followers, this, that. It's all bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
It's all ego pumping. It's
It
all
is,
bullshit.
it is. Well, that's what social media is.
It's all bullshit, bro.
Yeah,
Because
100%,
they
man.
want to look good and
Yeah,
they want to
nah,
dumb down
100%.
the other. They want to kill the opponent with personal attacks. Fuck off.
100%.
Anyway.
Go clap Blake Acres next year. Fuck
That's
them
it. We'll
shits.
see. We'll see. Bloody this phone is
The
going
gang.
off, mate.
Might be up for baggers.
Hello.
Leave them.
Who is this? The Melbourne Council. All right.
Cancel.
No worries.
Melbourne.
Apparently there's like
You live in Reservoir, it's Hume.
Huh?
You live in Reservoir.
Yeah, but this is like, apparently this
big
is like
thing,
a
isn't it?
warning to everybody. So
Oh,
let's
what
have a
happened?
look at this, yeah.
It's a magpie
Oh,
swooping
God.
said, relax, you can hide it out at the G. There won't be any magpies there till next autumn. Fuck.
They're just warning us. I think that's
Public
the
service
place.
announcement.
Huh?
Public service.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
might see
that's it.
Swoop Luke hanging out in a tree. Not like
Swooping.
Leaving them.
Swooping.
You might.
Leaving
that.
them.
You might.
Have we got? I didn't even ask you.
No, we can do an announcement.
I've got an announcement to make.
All right, so let's do this.
Fuck.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching the premiere.
Yeah, we good.
Good
Good
morning and
evening.
good afternoon. Paul's call is back for another week, but it's not a. There's no call this week. It's an announcement, public service announcement to all.
Wonder what that would be.
Yeah. So
PSA.
if you were tuned in to SEN on Saturday night, from 8 p.m. to midnight, you would have heard.
11:30.
No, I was on till midnight because I did the Premier League show after it for half an hour too.
Oh, I missed that because I thought it was over.
No, yeah, I did the Premier League show for half an hour after it too. So,
So tell us about it. What's happened?
So, I just said it.
Yeah, you just said it. But
8 p.m. to 12 p.m. on SEN, I had my debut live on air show,
yeah,
which was the Saturday Night Crowd or Saturday Night Live, whatever. Saturday nights on SEN.
Yeah.
With the great Damien Watson,
Yep.
who I called the VFL with this year, and we were taking talk back from Collingwood supporters, Carlton supporters, Sydney supporters, Richmond supporters,
Carlton
neutral
supporters,
supporters,
Carlton
supporters, Carlton supporters, Carlton. So it was
Bit
a
sickening.
lot of fun.
It was fucking sickening.
It was a lot of fun, and you're going to be hearing my voice a lot more often
Yep.
on that station. Yet to sign a contract or anything like that, but at the moment, as it stands, I will be the new host from Monday to Friday of the Overnight Crowd on SEN, your home of sport.
will be
Proudly
like-
brought to you by Tobin Brothers Funerals, celebrating lives.
yeah,
That's where all the sickos come out to play.
Yeah.
So from
Pure sickos.
because it's from 11 to 3.
so from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. If you
Sickos.
have nothing to do,
Ring.
if
Which
you're
most
up,
of us do.
Look, honestly, like some people are just, and this is what I really want to make the show into, because SEN had a they used to have the all night remember the all night appetite?
with what's his name?
It was with Darren
They used to go
Parker.
the whole
and,
night.
But there was the other bloke. Yeah, it was him.
with Darren Park, and it was awesome. Like it went from like midnight to 6 a.m.
That's right.
It was
Sponsored
grouse.
by Pancake Parlour. Like it was one of their like all
Pancake Parlour.
time sets. Like that was like great. So I want to turn this slot into something really popular. I know it's an hour, but I want to turn it into something that's going to be fantastic for everyone to listen to, and for everyone to engage in, and for everyone to get involved with. So it doesn't matter if you follow footy, racing,
Anything.
soccer,
Any
any
sport.
sport, doesn't matter. It's SEN. It's all
We
sports
want
are covered.
everyone. We want all of it.
We want all of you. all of you. So I'll be on from Monday to Friday, as far as I'm. Yeah. No,
I'm telling you.
But yeah, it's
I
all
don't
done.
know them, but they're riding the contract now. I'm
Well, they
telling
are.
you.
They are.
It's
They are.
even just good for like a chat too.
Yeah, and
I
this
like
is what I was going to
You know what I
say.
mean?
So I wanted to say
Remember it was
that.
like that Ange thing they was telling us about. We won't get into it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but remember it's like kind of like that.
That's right. That's
So,
right.
for those of
Help
you who do
people.
listen to
That's
SEN,
right. 100%.
for those of you who listen to SEN, or even if you don't listen to SEN, now you've got a reason
You have
to listen.
You got to back the man. You got to back the man.
We got to. So the opportunity came up and sort of door open. I took it, and I wanted to say with this time slot, people, and I don't just want to make it about like a sport talk thing and all that. And I want to make it that if you're feeling, because people are up at that time and they're with their thoughts and they've got that's a time when you're with your thoughts and you're with your love back. So I want to try to turn this sports station and this segment into some sort of little community.
Yep.
something like we've done.
Bit
on
like
this
what
show,
we've done here,
like
yeah.
a little bit what we've done here, you know.
100%.
So I plan on this not being just it's 11 to 3. I'm just going to play audio files.
No.
Just play audio files and press call. I
That
don't want
gets
it to
boring
be
because you do hear that and they go back in the
so
day.
I want people to call in. Seriously, call in. It's from 11 till 3. Call in, and I want to make this show the best overnight show on the airwaves we can come up with. I want to be better than 3AW. I want to be better than ABC. I want to be better than all of those. I want you to all call in, chat to what. Let's have a chat with what you want to chat about. Anything, any sport you want to talk
Jumper
about.
Punch is going to be the off season, so if you want to hear my voice, I guarantee I'm going to be calling in.
Rocco from Reservoirs.
Rocco from Reservoirs
He called
coming
up
on
on Saturday night. He called up and gave me my support. So
yeah,
and gave the
100%. A few people rang up for your support.
They did. Vince rang up. You rang up. Adrian rang up.
Yeah, it's good.
So
it's good.
yeah, appreciate all the support. But again, if you are wanting to get involved with it and have a listen from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. I haven't got a start date yet, but
it's going to happen. It's going
to happen.
Well,
it'll be within the week or two.
From me and from us, man, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
We're proud of you.
Thank you.
So this is his last show because he's leaving us.
And we'll have another special
Don't worry,
guest.
we've already got someone lined up.
If he goes, we've already got someone lined up.
Bigger and better than him.
So,
no, we're wrapped for you, man. I'm
yeah,
telling you. This year's actually been the last 3-4 months. Has been a big change in your whole,
huge.
like you left your job and you picked up a couple of good career moves and something. Listen, it's something you want to do. Yeah. You've actually followed your dreams, you know, and you're getting there. You're not, but you're not like Carl.
You're not there.
AFLW side where you're going, you're just happy. We're going to. Have you noticed how I said we're going to the top? We're all going to the top, but you are, man. So we're proud of you, brother.
Yeah, thank you. No, I appreciate it, and you know, to all those who leave comments in the chat, in the live chat, and in the comment section of YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, thank you very much. This is only the beginning.
It is the beginning,
so
man.
it's
can't wait.
As I said, from 11 to 3, 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. The overnight crowd.
Get on.
All of you. Let's make it something, yeah? Let's make it something because it's waned away and I want to make this the best overnight show that is on the airwaves across Victoria.
It's kind of shit now.
You know?
Well, it's kind of shit now on SEN. Because you know why? They just run fucking audio files from like in the day.
No, we need a bit of
bloody Jared Waitley again. Like, all right, but you get little snippets and then talk about it.
Right.
It's good.
So you know, and as I said, if there's moments where you're up and about, call in. If there's moments where you're down or something's happening in your life and you want to talk about sport and get your mind off things or delve into, just call up. I'll be there. I'll be there for you.
It's time for change.
I'll be there for you.
Just the way.
But know your roots.
Always.
And know why you're there.
Where you started.
Because you can't go away from
in Reservoir.
I'll try.
I was going to say, just the way Blue Abroad and like Jumper Punch kind of changed things. Like things had to be changed, you know, about the way we did stuff like that. I think it's time for it to change, and I think they got the right man on board.
Yeah.
Nah, we got it. So well done, well done.
It's you know, it's all happening now. So yeah, tune in. When it's on, I'll make an announcement like when it's actually my official starting date is on Twitter and Instagram and on Facebook, my own personal pages and stuff, which you can see. If you've got Twitter, follow me at PaulSeb05.
That's it.
But
and plus you'll be doing all your racing coming up now, mate. You're flat out.
Yeah, mate, doesn't stop.
Good.
Doesn't stop.
That's the way it should be, or else, man, you're not going to get anywhere.
Yep.
All right, I love it. Hey. Want to look some more biffs?
Yeah,
Man pass working on that occasion. Waitman swamped. He could not do a thing with it. Tapped away from Eustace. Kicked high by Pickering. It will be clear. Holding on the distance. A free kick going.
Look at me. He takes off. Look at this.
He goes also for a run.
I rang it in.
He's out. Oh, he's a bicycle. Oh, no. Oh, boy.
Capacity crowd. Allen knocks it down.
Oh, he's full Albert. Is that Radden?
Yeah, Radden. Stiff arm.
Towards centre for Jarman, dispossessed.
Oh, Cambo.
Precise kick. It's a good mark too.
Dennis committed. Oh, he caught one to the fucking.
That's never good.
That's in the Coglionis.
That's in the Coglionis, right? Oh, doggy.
Tried to flick it on. This maybe is going to be even a free kick away. Great
Oh, no.
Loved one.
Oh, no.
He loved one.
Still in play. They're still alive. Whitehead trying something.
Oh, he's got the trip.
Got 8 weeks now for that.
Yeah, he did too, that's right.
Not worth wrestling about. Conlon having a bit of a dish up there.
Oh,
Got a
Melbourne.
little jumpy.
He got a 15-metre penalty.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he got one from Melbourne on the back of the head. Well, he may have hit Melbourne, but Melbourne gave him one to go on.
As long as he kicks the ball, doesn't get too much distance.
Oh, that would have hurt.
He's out.
Here is vital.
Oh, here it is.
Bang!
Oh!
He literally killed him.
Nah, I'm surprised he's still alive.
He's just writhing.
Scott got in there for the tackle.
And
Hannah recovers.
Oh!
Down by Swan.
That's Dean.
Silvani kept on going.
Oh,
Here it is.
Oh, no. Oh, no. That's
Yeah, he's gone, man. He's on another
There's
world.
Williams again. Dwayne Lamb wearing him like a glove.
Lewis.
Was forced over the line. And
He's a good player, but he was also, man, good. Can I say tough or dirty, but whatever it was. Him and Williams hated each other.
It shows 4-2 to 2-2. 2 goals to Mo. Here's a free kick going the way of Chris Lewis. Behind the...
Yeah.
think
Him and Lewis.
Diesel Williams had
I don't
a few
think
choice words to say.
Yeah, no, he does
which
not
we don't
like
need to
him
get
at
into,
all. But they had some good battles, man. There was some
I love
tough.
when Diesel used to have the arm guard.
Yeah, he used to use it. I reckon
he
you didn't need it anymore. You just had it at the start. It was just perfect. All right. Favorite segment.
Che bello! Ma che cazzo sta a fare? Ma che cazzo sei? Ma che cazzo vuoi? Ma che cazzo ne so? Fatti i cazzi, povera.
Ma che cazzo! That's it. Someone's going to do that. Yeah, no, I love that, man. That is still good. You know what? Now the off season, I'm going to watch that movie. I'm going to find out what it is. Yeah, we'll find it.
What do you got for us, mate?
All right, let's have a look at this one here. All right, so what we got here is we do interviews.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And everyone's been great.
Yes.
Right? Can you imagine if this come across? This is actually Eddie Maguire after the Collingwood loss. Let's have a look at this.
A feature on people who are still working in their 90s. Have you ever thought about retiring?
Why?
Was there never a moment that you thought it might be time to retire, or you would want?
Why?
You come from a generation a little older, and I think of Bob Hope, George Burns, Sinatra, people you knew, many of whom didn't want to or never retired either. Do you see similarities with them?
None.
None. And how about what's different about performing now for you than say 20 years ago? How is it different for you?
It isn't.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Have you made any? Do you have to make any concessions to being, older in your performing, or does it? How do you keep the material fresh for yourself?
By working at it.
Does continuing to work, does that actually help you get healthier? Does being sort of busy and engaged, do you think that actually helps you get healthier?
No.
Do you think it hurts? Like, do you think?
No.
What's your audience like? Who are your fans? Are they different than they used to be?
No, they're still the same.
Like, how have you sort of maintained your audience over the years?
You tell them you're playing there and they show up.
Have any advice for the young 80-year-olds about staying active at 90 to sort of
Get a day job.
get a day job? But do you take some time each day to write, or how do you do it in a dictaphone? How do you do?
If I tell you, you'll be doing it.
Well,
So I guess we're finished.
sure. Anything else you want to?
No.
So we're finished.
Sure.
Thank you.
All right, clean it out of here.
Clean it out.
That was awkward, wasn't it?
Oh, that was just the interviewer. Who the hell? What an idiot.
I don't think.
Shocking questions.
Yeah, but I don't think you know how it is when you're interviewing. Like you start off with a question and then you hope to build on it. You know what I mean? You want to get some. Like if you're just getting, so he's got a set of questions for sure. He's probably just a junior too. Now something must have happened there.
Yeah, maybe.
Right. But when you get a question, if they go no, then you're lost
That's
almost
it.
because you're waiting for some sort of answer, right? And then so you go into the next one, right? And then it goes no again because you're hoping to build on that question, yes? So I'm not really blaming the interview, I reckon. And look, apparently Jerry Lewis was a little bit of an asshole off the camera.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was very, very demanding and he was eccentric, you know what I mean? So he was a little bit hard to deal with. But anyway, I imagine that was David Parkin doing exactly that. I would have cried.
Yeah, that's it.
You've got to ask open-ended questions.
Yeah.
Ask questions that don't have a one-worded answer.
Yeah.
But he made him one word. Like he was trying and he just said no.
The journalist's got to get better.
I'm just saying, well, maybe he was a junior, but when he keeps saying, do you think?
Yeah.
You can answer yes or no.
How would you ask that?
What did he ask? Do you think?
For example, he asked, like, do you think, I don't know.
For me, when I did my course, and this is getting, but the five type of questions you answer: who, what, when, where, why. They're all open-ended questions.
Yeah. You could have just put why do you think at the start.
Yeah.
Not do you think. You could have put why because
he
then he has to answer why he doesn't
questions
think.
like, so what's the difference like with the audience from your when you were young till now? So that's a fair enough question. That's not really a why. What's the difference between? And his answer was
there is none.
So he
and
made
then
it.
And then you ask
why isn't
there?
Why
isn't there a difference?
Yeah. And he would have said because there isn't.
See
what I mean? You could see he was ready not to answer anything there. You know what I mean? Even have you? What about when he goes? Have you got any advice?
Keep going.
Have you got any advice for 80-year-olds who you know, like young 80-year-olds about like keeping active and that get a day job?
That's all right.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah, but when
I know.
when that's added to everything else,
but you got to keep going. You can make him explode.
So what would you do?
Because he's on the edge of.
So you want to make him explode? Yeah, of course.
Because if he's going to be like that, you can just keep going.
Once you know what it is. Once the person being interviewed has that wall up, it's very hard to break.
You're gone.
But you can break it.
You probably can break it where you can make it a bit explosive and that.
Nice.
But yeah,
you'll see my techniques.
He was probably.
You will see my techniques in a couple of days.
Oh, yeah, techniques a couple of days. We're going to talk about that. But anyway, no, you're right. Yeah. You're right. You've got to be. But look, I can understand. He sounded pretty junior, that bloke. Like, he probably got this. And the other thing is, too.
Wasn't good enough.
Huh? It probably like was us. We get an interview with somebody and you go, Gross, and you're trying to do your best.
Well, you reckon he might have been starstruck?
Maybe. The other thing was Jerry Lewis.
Yeah, I know.
One of the greatest entertainers ever.
I understand that.
So that's
you've got to go in without thinking that. I know
it's hard. It's
hard.
But anyway, there you go. Hey, listen.
Yep.
I love the ads of my day. I don't think we've seen this. This was an ad in Brisbane, right, for a beer. But let's have a look how they promoted their beer.
Brisbane, oh boy. This is... God. What in God's name?
Never seen this ad actually. It's a real ock ad.
Oh,
you loved it, didn't you?
Well, As a kid,
As
you
a
watched
kid,
that.
you loved it, huh?
I reckon the beer.
Your eyes would have been glued to the screen.
Come on, God. Where can I find
They
this?
were very gorgeous women, I will say that.
I'll give you, I don't know, but some people will understand this, right? But once a comedian said, I used to watch Genie, you know, I love Dream of Genie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you look close enough, anyway. Anyway, but the beer...
Was it any good? Was she?
I don't know. I don't think anyone really cared about the beer.
No,
and that's
was it
why,
even on the shelves?
That's why they had to do that ad there. But anyway, look, it was a good time. It was a good time. It was a good time. Hey, listen,
When
one
it
of my
was real.
favourite movies of all time, Bronx Tale.
Oh, yes, yeah. Nobody cares.
Nobody
cares.
That's right. So there was, so his name's Chaz.
Chaz Palmentieri.
That's the one, right? So
Chaz
he does a
Palmentieri.
podcast, right?
He does do podcasts.
So
actually,
he
yes.
did interview one of the blokes who was in there, and he explains, remember the scene when they're inside the bar and he locks the door and it's the Hells
Ah,
Angels?
yes.
He explains that. So
Now you can't leave.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
I mean, how did you get into acting? How did that happen?
I got into acting when I became a Hell's Angel.
We got to tell people that you were the one responsible for getting the Hells Angels into Bronx Tale.
Tale, absolutely. Those were my guys. In fact, when I got them, Bobby says, look, I want the real deal. I want these guys. And I brought them down there.
Bob says to me, he whispers, he goes, Chaz, you know, they're not actors. He goes, but they're the real deal. Pissed them off a little bit, you know. So Bob says, we're going to do some improvs, you know, then we're going to roll, but we're going to do some improvs, then just go into the scene. And all of a sudden I said, you fucking Hells Angels, and the guy with the red hair. He goes, wait a minute, cut. I said, what's up? He goes, you know, I know what you're doing. You can improv. He goes, but you can't use the word Hells Angels.
Hells Angels, yes.
He said, you can't say that word and disrespectful. And I was like, oh, fuck, okay. So I could say whatever I wanted to them, but I
Just don't
could
bring up
not.
the name Hells Angels,
I could not bring up the word Hells Angels.
Yes.
There you go.
How cool is that? So they're all Hells Angels. They've got a code, mate.
Not that easy, mate.
They got a code. Just like Colin should have a code. Like, you don't mess with the jumper. You don't disrespect the name, mate. But they were real Hells Angels in there. That is a top scene.
Yeah.
That was, give the boys some beer, you know?
Yeah, all good. Spoken like a gentleman. Spoken
That's
like
it.
a gentleman, yeah.
That's it, that's
And they
it.
pour the beer all over the bar.
Yeah.
Now you can't.
Now you can't leave. The way he locks the door, man, that is so good. That was the best. And they go outside, they just kick the bikes.
I love it, then the guy's down, he's trying to run away, and the 20 kids run after him and help him and smack him.
That is a top movie, man.
That's one of the best. That's one of the great movies.
One of the great movies. You got De Niro in there, and he plays a great part too, man.
Yeah,
De Niro.
and the young kid who's on it. The young kid who's on it, I actually follow him on Instagram.
do
Matt
you?
Brancato, I think his name is.
And what does he?
He was on The Sopranos as a guy called Matt Bevilacqua.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yes, he's on The Sopranos as Matt Bevilacqua, and then he's Brandon Bevilacqua, yeah, and he was killed off on The Sopranos, and then I think he had some drug issues.
Oh.
The actual Matt himself, Brancato, I think his name is, Brancato, yeah. And now he's come back and he's sort of explaining his story and stuff, and he's fit as, man, like he's ripped, bro. He's a big boy. But yeah, the son in that movie.
There you go. He played a good part too, man. Like I'm telling you, I love that movie, man. That is a superb movie, and he's a good actor, that Chaz.
He is.
He played a great part in there. Great part. Hey, listen. One of the great press conferences ever.
Yes.
Ever.
Ever.
Let's have a look at this.
Okay. Let me see it.
Sometimes win, sometimes lose. I have many difficulties.
Το ξέρω ότι έχω πολλές δυσκολίες.
Many.
Πολλές.
Me work 12 hours, 15 hours a day in the back. My job and my players is not touch.
Αλλά δεν θα ακουμπάτε τη δουλειά μου και τους παίχτες μου.
Me touch my players.
Εγώ ακουμπάω τους παίχτες μου, εγώ μιλάω με τους παίχτες μου, όχι εσείς.
E quello che scrivono sui giornali
Και αυτά τα οποία γράφτηκαν στην εφημερίδα
sono tutte cazzate.
Tell him, it's malakias.
Shit. It's malakia. It's malakia. 100% malakia.
Είναι, πρέπει να το πω, με συγχωρείτε, είναι 100% μαλακίες.
No, leave. Leave what?
Όχι να φύγω.
Leave what? It's too easy for me leave. Every day, in the last 2 weeks, call me 5-6 president for change teams. No, me stay here. Because I work 12 hours a day. Me, my staff, you, the people who work in this club. I no permit for nothing, for big name. No permit nothing. Because in my life, one people they give me present. I don't give present for the players.
Γιατί στη ζωή μου κανένας δεν μου κάνει ένα δώρο και ούτε εγώ κάνω δώρα στους παίχτες.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Καμιά φορά είναι καλό, καμιά φορά είναι κακό.
But the rules for me is very important.
Αλλά οι κανόνες είναι πάρα πολύ σημαντικοί.
Because me no go happy, because I put Fragulakis and Daskalakis out and me going up, you know me is happy. No, but this is my job. After 2 weeks, and maybe because I don't see the newspaper, because I know Greek is difficult for me.
Και μετά από 2 εβδομάδες δεν ήταν την εφημερίδα.
Every day μαλακία, every day μαλακία.
Γιατί τα ελληνικά είναι δύσκολη γλώσσα, κάθε μέρα...
For what?
Για ποιο λόγο?
For what? The supporters want speak with me. Newspapers speak with me. Is my door is open 24 hours a day in the back.
Fucking
Gennaro. Rino.
But the passion.
Oh, mate, how good. Imagine Voss came out. Like
That's
this,
why
like,
I play it. Like, I'm telling you, that's
I've never
what
seen her play like a
coach.
I love it.
You stay here.
That's a wog thing,
Yeah.
though, look. My house! You know, like, I love it, man. Like, the passion in him, man. And he's
Rino Gattuso.
How good is he, man? And that one line.
Good
Sometimes
play.
maybe good.
Sometimes it may be shit.
That is like, it's true, man. So I'm going to make it
Good
relax.
play as well.
I love that, man. I want to see Voss do that.
You'll never see it.
I want to see him do that, man. Like
This
that.
is my house.
This is my house. I make you, I kill you. Hey, listen, this one's for you.
Oh, yeah.
You play your futsal and your soccer.
Oh, no. Oh, boy.
No. I love this bit of a. I love like when there's a shifty goal.
Okay.
Let's have a look at this one.
Is it a ghost?
Oh, where did he come from? He was standing at the post. Look at this.
It was always there. Fuck. That
How good's
happened to
that?
me once in a
Like
game.
that?
Yeah, and I flipped it at my teammates because I was screaming at them, get on the person.
Yeah, but you can see him. He was standing.
Because I know,
right
like,
there.
I know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I
But you see him
flipped
standing there. He's there for a
fucking
reason.
flipped it. Correct.
Exactly.
Behind the post,
like
just
that.
waiting. But how
Like
good
that.
was that, man? That's
Shifty.
very good. I love that. I love that. Hey, listen. I think I've got. Sometimes you like Collingwood. This is about Collingwood. This next clip,
Yes.
right? You go out there, you're all fucking guns firing, and then something happens. So watch this.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You can't get it off.
It's all over.
You can't be tough anymore.
No.
It's done. You are not breaking that bucket, son.
Just waiting for like a bull to
Yeah,
come up
man.
to him or something.
The other blokes are just coming bloody. No, that's it. Like, this is the biggest embarrassment I've ever seen.
He
Like,
doesn't get it out. That's it.
that's when the other bloke should have come from behind, mate. And now I got you with your
That's
foot
right.
in there. Hey, imagine this happening to you. Imagine this happening to you.
Chérie, ne bouge pas, ne bouge pas. Il est là, ne bouge pas. Il est là. Panique pas, panique
Look at him. Hey, this is the moment he knew he was fucked. Have a
Little
look at
baby
this.
too.
Look at the eyes. He knew
Oh,
he was
no.
like there.
That's a baby as well.
Yeah.
Small
Lucky I
shark.
wasn't hungry.
What would you do, man? In the water.
Are you
That's
fucked?
That's the worst.
You can say what you're gonna do, but it doesn't happen.
Correct.
You do what he did. You just stand there.
You shit yourself
You
and go,
shit
you
your
shake.
pants.
Yeah.
You shit
It's
your
all
pants.
over.
I tell you, the first time I ever went.
Anyone that says, "Oh yeah, I'll jab it in the eye," no, you're
Nah,
not.
jab in the eye.
No, you're
You
not.
might as well jab yourself in the eye so you
That's
don't
right.
see yourself getting
Yeah.
eaten. You know.
How can you jab yourself if you got? How can you jab if your arms taken
Yeah,
off?
that's it. I remember the first time when I was a kid, I jumped on a jet ski, right? And these were when there was none of these. There was only the stand-up jet skis.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
how
yeah.
they
No
are,
seats.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
they are the worst, man. I'm telling
They're like
you.
that. They got, yeah.
And when you keep falling off at the start, but you can't ride. And then what you've got to do is you've got to grab onto the handle as it's like idling. You've got to grab, and then you've got to pull yourself up, and then rev, and then try to stand up and balance again, and you fall. And when we first got it, we were going, I'm going to fucking ride, no, go away. Like after 5 minutes, I was on the beach dying, mate. I don't want to go on that thing anymore. But anyway, I remember at one stage, so I used to ride it a lot on my knees because it's easier, you know. So we went out to the, I just, I think I almost hit bloody
Tasmania.
I was going, and then I come around, I fell off, and then so the thing's got to do the big circle to come back to you. And I'm just floating there, and then I went, fuck, what if there's a shark here?
Oh, God.
That fear went into my head. You can't
Open
see
waters.
it. And then, mate, I panicked so much. I reckon I jumped on, and I was just like in the water, just going back to the shore, man. Like, it's the worst fear, man. You can't see down there, man. You don't know what's down there, and you're playing in their territory,
Exactly,
mate.
exactly.
This is my house.
This is my house.
This is my house. All right, there you go. How was that? All right. Hey, second last part of Bradman when we were kids.
Yes.
Who wants to be king?
In total, 17 players stepped aboard the RMS Strathaired in Fremantle with no idea sporting immortality awaited.
We spent a lot of time on the deck. We weren't a great training bunch like they are today. I mean, we sort of, as a sort of leisurely trip over, it took 28 days from Fremantle to London. At times, the crew used to put the nets up on the ship, on the sports deck. They used to put the nets up. Of course, you don't use cricket balls and bats up there, or stumps. But the crew made a set of stumps in a block of wood and stuck those up. But for a ball, the crew used to make balls out of lengths of rope, and used to twine these lengths of rope to get it to a ball size. And up the bowler's end, there was a bucket of water. And whoever was bowling used to have to dunk the ball in a bucket of water before he bowled it, so the ball would slide off the wooden deck at a fair pace. So that was our practice on board ship.
It was Bradman's final tour, and thousands turned out to see the great man arrive.
We are very glad indeed. In fact, I cannot tell you how delighted we are to be back in England once again. We're very anxious to get on shore and get on with the business.
The mail that was waiting for him when he got to London, when we arrived on the ship, was just amazing. And as we all know, he answered all those letters that he got. He got over 500 letters waiting for him, and he didn't have any assistants to do it. He was up until 1 o'clock in the morning most times while we were practicing for the first 12 days on that tour, and he was up until about 1 o'clock every morning answering these letters. So you've got to take your hat off to him. He did a marvellous job. And not only that, because there were so many lunches and dinners we had to go to during those first 12 days that he was our responder with speeches. And of course he became absolutely first class of that too. He was first class at everything he did, whether it be playing cricket, making speeches, answering letters, anything at all connected with sport or anything else, he was first class.
As captain and ambassador, there were enormous demands on his time. Yet Bradman still managed to score 2 centuries during the series, and his mere presence breathed life into an English population ravaged by the hardships of war.
Food was rationed, everything was rationed. Even if you wanted some chocolate or something, you had to have ration tickets to get them out of the shop. There was no meat around, there were no eggs. For breakfast, if you didn't have kipper, you didn't have anything. There were no steaks, no chops. We ate what the English people ate. We weren't privileged in any way whatsoever in the food department. So we just had what everybody else had on tour. And that's how it was. It was tough. It must have been hellishing tough for the people over there during the war, when things were probably even scarcer.
Bradman claimed his side's victory in the 4th Test at Headingley was Australia's greatest ever success. Chasing 404 to win on the final day, Bradman and Arthur Morris both scored centuries, with Neil Harvey hitting the winning runs.
It's a phenomenal achievement. I mean, that just defies description. To score more than 400 on the last day. I mean, it just defied description. It was one of the great sporting achievements of all time. And, you know, Morris's innings must have been phenomenal. And he and Bradman just thought, oh, well, you know, it is achievable.
When they started, they didn't really set out to win the game with them, and they just played their natural game, and the runs came quickly because those two blokes could play a few shots around the place. At recess days, we're mid-afternoon, we all looked at each other in the dressing room and said, gee, we could win this game. And that's how it turned out. We got the runs with about half an hour to spare. And it was one of the greatest wins in cricket history.
All right, how's that, mate? He's the
Sir
king, mate.
Donald.
Sir Donald.
Knighted.
So as you said, you saw
the Queen herself.
By the Queen herself.
Yes. So you saw there, one of the greatest victories ever, 404 on the last day to win a test.
That's like almost unheard of in a test.
It is unheard of.
404.
Yeah.
The
It is
last
unheard
day,
of.
man.
Yeah.
Over in England too. So
They only heard it once.
what's that?
Well, fuck, to win by to get 400 runs in the last
To win, and I think they won it with like half an hour to go.
Crazy.
They could go and have a cup of tea and have lunch.
Yeah, that's it.
Easy,
They would have
boys.
finished early, so that's good. So last week's the last one, so it actually gets into the end.
I
you
know what this picture is you've got next that I can see. I can see these. I know
Yeah,
what
I
it
know.
is.
I've seen that one.
Well, that's coming up.
Yeah.
Later. First of all, we gotta do. Everyone get on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, subs, likes, and share. Now, everyone get on.
Smash
Come on.
the like here, get across.
Yeah.
The subscribe.
Yeah. Definitely. We hit, like you said, we hit the 700
mark. 300 to go. Well,
Yeah.
we're not capping it. We
No,
just
but 300 to
need
get.
that's the
To
next
our goal. That's our goal.
That's the
next
goal, and then after that.
Even though I don't believe in goals, they're a myth. But
No, but we need that goal.
We need to get there.
300. So everyone call your friends,
next
your dogs,
three.
your cats, and everyone subscribe.
Yep. Please do.
Make sure you get onto our channel. BA is still, mate. Now
Well, I think we've got a
BA
pre-season,
ramp it up.
Pre-season show, post-season show.
It's all happening.
They ramp it up because why? Because this is Carlton's biggest part of the year.
Yeah, because we've done nothing. Great.
This is what we do. But we
Stay
wrap it up.
locked in.
Pommy's. This is also his grand
Yeah,
final.
yeah,
He doesn't
this is
want
his-
it to be,
no,
but
he
he
doesn't
knows
want it.
all about the thing. In actual fact, I watched the one on Thursday with.
Black Dog. Yep.
Very good.
Alexi.
Very good. Very
He was
insightful.
at the
So.
races yesterday.
Was he?
Yeah. I saw his head. I was walking down. I didn't.
I mean, he's got a head that you don't miss.
Yeah.
We've all got heads we don't
Yeah,
miss.
my head's fucked, so yeah.
Hey, what
Black
about Top Dog Liquor?
Yep. Lyndon Hosking. I think he's still over in America.
He is. He's still posting.
Canelo
that.
fight he's going to. I think
He's having a
UFC.
ball.
He's in
there,
Vegas. I think.
Yeah.
He's in
Yeah,
Vegas.
that's the best.
So get on Top Dog
Hey,
Liquor.
that'd be a good little trip, man. Go there, watch fights all day. I'd love to do that, man. Hey, what about, make sure if you get on, if you want to join the Jumper Punch.
Yep. The jumper punch at gmail.com.
And anything else, send it through.
Please do.
Oh, and
Jumper Punch.
I'm wearing my thing this week.
Oh, yeah, so
League tees.
Oh, yep. Avco.
That's
yep.
the other one.
Yep. Anthony Costa.
T-shirt.
there's another one. So it's the Avco.
I've
we
got
have
the retro
Princess Bar.
fit today.
Yeah, no, you have full on retro. That jacket's like.
Yeah.
I don't bring it out.
No, that's
lightly.
like special occasions.
I paid like fucking $1,300 for it.
No, that is sick.
got my-
See what you do? This team.
I'm
mate,
going
fucking
AC
hell.
Milan.
No, but I never buy new.
I
I
know.
haven't bought new gear in like
I
10,
know.
10 years.
I know. You say that.
Retro gear only.
I know. You say
Until
that.
you win a flag,
Not buying it. Yeah,
not
that's
buying
it.
nothing, mate.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. Hey, what about North Seafood and Grill?
North Seafood and
Yeah,
Grill.
we-
Get
Go
down and see
there.
Ange.
It's in Northcote. It's
Northcote,
at the
Northcote
plaza.
Next
on
to
the
the
outside,
skateboard
plenty
park.
of parking.
Plenty of parking.
Plenty of parking.
Heaps
The
of parking.
food's grouse.
Get
Ange
down
is
there.
Plenty
Go
of
and
food.
Trust me, go out there, and if you say that JP send you,
He'll charge you
sent
triple.
Yeah.
He will charge you triple. What he does is he adds other things. No, he doesn't. No.
We were there on what was it, Wednesday night.
We were there Wednesday.
It was packed in there.
It was packed. It was pumping in there.
Was it
man.
really? Was it packed?
was.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
It was packed, man.
Good.
We couldn't even hardly hear ourselves. It was good. And then
We had a chat
great
after
meals.
with-
What'd you have?
I had the mixed grill.
Oh, the mixed grill, yeah.
Beautiful.
I had the linguine.
Oh, you had linguine.
Linguine,
Yeah,
the
he loves
marinara.
that
I
when he
love
gets-
that.
It's good.
I love it. It's superb.
Beautiful.
It's
The
superb.
chefs there, mate, they cook to perfection, actually.
No, I'm telling you, the food, man. What's the
I'm
rate?
not even
Nearly
past
five.
like
it's
4.8
on Google out of
200
5.
reviews, which is pretty good.
I'm telling you, the food
If you
is
get
superb.
down there, do leave him a review as well.
Yeah, leave him a review, and definitely. And I'm telling you, it's becoming like
And
the
say
time.
we sent you there.
Yeah, say we sent you there because I love stirring him up, and
Yeah.
I go, mate, if it wasn't for us,
If it wasn't for us, that's
mate,
it.
you'd be out of business now. But it's becoming a bit of a meat place where
bit of an institution,
meeting
yes.
place, not meat place,
Yeah.
meeting place where you go in there and
Mate.
And the other thing Ange does,
What?
he introduces everybody.
Oh, yeah.
So you're sitting there and he'll go, you know, he's like, come over here. You come and sit with him. And you go, what do you mean? You know, and I'm telling you, it's becoming.
You can go have your dinner or lunch there, and then you can go across the road to
Garni and have
to
a
Tammy,
gaff
see
there.
his missus.
See his missus
Yeah.
and have some of that dessert.
Oh, the dessert's
What-
insane.
Do you remember what it's called?
Which one? The
Remember?
cock.
Uh-huh.
The cock.
What, they go like the burrico?
I think
Nah,
it's
he
that. There's
doesn't have
another
that.
one. man.
Rasa,
No, it's a Bugatti.
I think so, yeah. Oh, mate.
warm.
Nah, it's
Pastry
not
with
Bugatti.
cream? Nah.
It's the pastry with cream, yeah.
It's
with the
whatever.
sugar syrup on top.
Superb.
Yeah, tech. He's a unit. He's sick in the head. I love
Love
him.
him. So yeah,
Not
The other
like
one
competing,
who's
he's
sick
a
in the
unit.
No,
He's a
I'm
unit.
telling you, he's a funny bloke, man, and the ice cream too. Don't forget,
I haven't tried it, but it looks proper.
Get on the ice cream.
You got to see, he's got the whole proper ice cream like bar there. It's superb, man. So that's it. Hey, the other sicko is this bloke here.
She's got everything she wants, my mother. A little grapevine at the front, out there, and all she does every day, raking, and trying to eat the grapes. And she's always said to me, the grapes are no good. It's no wonder, they're plastic. You know, because I got to get rid of the real grapes to put in the plastic ones, because the real ones, in the wintertime, they fall down, make a mess. My mother gets sad. Now she looks at all the time, sees the grapes, all the grapes, beautiful plastic grapes, hanging there,
Plastic grapes.
and she thinks of Greece, the land of plenty. Well, plenty of grapes anyway. But today, I go to the caravan for my mother, and I sing to him a special Mother's Day song. Goes something like this. I don't ever miss the music to refer to, so I'm just gonna do it. Without Mother, we would be nothing at all. Without mothers, we would never grow tall. Without mothers, we don't know what we do. That's why I sing this special song for you. My mama, my mama, my mama. Oh, yeah. Hey, let me tell you something. I wrote that one myself. For my mother. But you know, my mother, I sing to her, singing all the time, singing, but she no come out. She open a window, she gives me the evil eye, you know, and she throws things at me. I don't know why. What can you do? What can you do? Anyway, I tell you what I do for you. For you, I'm going to give you, for your mother, this beautiful flowers here. These ones, beautiful, last forever if you look after him. These ones are free for you, because my mother don't like them anyway. Happy Mother's Day, and good luck to your family.
And good luck to your family. How good was that? Singing, mate. Now he's a media star, man. He's bloody singing songs, mate. So, how good was that? All right. Out. Hello. Who? The education department.
What?
All right.
Another email.
What was that?
I don't know. There's
What
another
about-
message. Apparently, they're changing the, the curriculum, and they've added a few things into the. So
let's have a look.
we've got this now.
Pentagon, hexagon, octagon, season gone.
What a Collingwood. All right. We've got some
All right.
viewers.
Do we?
Sure.
Okay, let's see.
Brian Ambrose McMahon about Kenny Hunt. That interview you did with Ken Hunter was fantastic.
That was really good, wasn't it?
I was glued. I was just, I love the way he speaks. An outstanding person on and off the field who has made such a significant contribution to the Carlton society with his 5th quarter in life.
Yeah.
He's a ripper, man.
He is. I really do love him.
Rob Galicchio, Ken was an incredible player and a great person and a humble champion. Yeah. That's one way of...
He is a humble man.
Kenny Hunter, an absolute legend. Steve-O 65. Hello, Steve-O.
Yeah, so we got heaps about Kenny, so that was good.
Hey.
Who's this one from?
It's me. Hey. Brilliant. Such a privilege being able to watch these interviews and chats with some of our guys. Big thanks to Vince Locciasano for organising all of
Spoke
it.
to him in the week. He rang me up and wished me
happy birthday. He's like that, man. He makes sure, even though he's going through his little things.
Correct. Yeah, he was just before he was about to go in as well. So
I'll tell you what, mate. As the great Butch Gale said, mate, he's got a heart as big as himself. He's got a heart as big as himself.
He's far left. No, great man.
Ivani collects, who always leaves some good comments. If our men's team was performing as bad as our women's team, people would be getting sacked. We'd be spoken about in the media every week and about how bad we are. The club doesn't care. I don't care. I want to, but how can if they don't? That's a fair point.
It's exactly
that is the sentiment echoed from that
particular person.
Yes, who
100%. And this is the problem. If they they're acting like they don't care, you end up not caring.
That's correct.
So good.
It's on them now. It is on them. Let us see. Grant Miller, Vossi clearly said the team fell short and wanted to be a top 4 side and great. Yes, check out the last presser, boys. Yes, the last presser from him was actually all right.
Yeah,
his one was okay. I was not complaining about his one.
They did say, look, and
that's a good comment from Grant. That's good.
And what they should be. Yeah. This is what they should be saying.
That's correct. Yeah, exactly. Good comment from Grant. Thank you very much.
And let's have a look at this one.
Rocco. Oh, Manny! Rocco, Manny Costo, full name Manuel Costopoulos. Live in Adelaide, bro. Mad Collingwood supporter, but I love you boys. Yasu, lads. Great work.
Yasu!
Collingwood.
It won't be this week. You won't even turn up.
No, you're coming on the comments, man. I know, but you'll come on. So
we love it.
Manny,
hello, Manny.
No, we love it that he's on there. And
very, very, very good.
No,
leave all the comments.
Yeah, we love it. It's going to be great.
Leave it all.
I want to see all those,
different.
all the banter with the Collingwood supporters that come on our show and do it.
Yeah, that's what it's all
Make sure you're on there this week because it's our time now to give it to you. Yeah, so it's all good. It's all good.
I've got a few shout-outs. All the people that wish me a happy birthday, thank you very much. Don
Big
Carlos, Junior Ty, Matt O'Connor. Who else is Rich?
Rash.
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 Saif. George, Joe's brother, Ramian, Robbie Priv. Who's
who else? Stamatiniokli. I don't know who that is, but
she watches the show and
she's a big
Mad
fan
Dogs as well. Anthony,
Mad Dogs.
Everyone. So thank you very much. But I do have a comment.
Oh, let's see it.
It's a post.
A post?
On the
yes. Okay, you wanted to read this out.
On the Blue Broad group.
Oh.
Okay.
And now is this...
very recent.
Is this a thing that you like or a thing you don't like?
I like it.
Oh, good.
It's kind of how I think that's why.
Oh,
okay. It's Dane Stev, who is an admin of the Blue Broad group.
Dane Stev, okay.
I haven't spoken to him before, but...
Yep, okay.
I've got to say, sitting back and watching some of the posts, especially within this group over the past 12 hours, have been nothing short of pathetic.
Yeah. Okay, right. Yes, okay. Yes.
Taking pleasure in another team's misery. Misery. When they went to war in a final, anyone in here remember what they are? And left absolutely everything out there. This is in regards to Collingwood.
Yep.
Wind the clock back 12 to 24 months. Collingwood still has massive salary cap issues. Players wanted up and out. List management up the wazoo. President gone, coach gone, finished 17th last season and being 4 goals down with a quarter to play, missed the grand final by 2 points. Well, 1 point.
Yeah.
I hate Collingwood to the core of my being.
Good.
But fuck, I tell you what, I'm envious and I'm jealous of what they have achieved this season. I wish that was my side, my coach, my players, accountable and showing what they can do week in and week out until the siren goes. Just like every coach I ever had since I was 5 years old said, Don't stop until the umpire blows the whistle and the siren goes.
Yeah.
All I've seen and heard in here for the past month is ifs, buts, maybes, injuries, umpires same shit, different year. When in reality, we choked and bottled the whole thing.
Yep.
17th place to within 1 point of a grand final. I'm correcting him. Don't sit here and tell me that we shouldn't have anything less than that as an expectation for 2023. I love this club, but it's time for them to stand up now.
Love it.
Bravo, 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 bravo,
Absolutely
bravo.
love it. Absolutely
That's
love
my
it.
sentiments.
I think that's all of our sentiments.
All of it. Well, hopefully it is.
Yeah. No, but you're right. So some of the sentiment that comes out there, and look, I understand we've been giving it to Collingwood, and there's a bit of fun there.
Yeah,
in that.
you know.
But if you're actually like people that say
We're
taking joy out of
just
it.
as good as winning.
99% of our time is devoted to our football club
Correct.
and our frustration at our football club for not being good enough.
Yep.
That's where that's the difference.
Look, and take joy in their misery at the moment.
Of course.
But at the we got to look at ourselves, mate.
That's right.
Mate.
Got to look in the
Look
mirror
at ourselves,
first.
Don't worry about them, Just
You know.
worry about ourselves, And that's actually a good,
And one
very
phone
good post.
caller on the show last night on SEN actually said it perfectly. He goes, Carlton have been irrelevant for 20 years.
Yep. They're irrelevant.
On
We
field.
are. We're the only thing. Supporters are the only one who think we're really relevant.
Yep.
Correct.
Outside of us, or outside of the Carlton supporters, we are irrelevant.
Yeah, we are.
We do nothing, mate. Yeah, all right, we're a big club, we bring in people and that, but as far as like success and wanting to win and that, I don't know, I've seen nothing, man.
Yeah.
I didn't want to end it off on that, but I'm like,
No,
I like
it's okay. It's all right. It's
I
okay.
liked
I
it.
don't think it's anything to.
No, I reckon it's good. I
Grovel
reckon it's
about
good,
or
man.
get
We're just
upset
saying,
about?
Obviously, like when your like one of your biggest rivals loses by a point to get into
Yeah.
the grand final, you're like,
yeah, of course,
stuff you, all that. But if you're really getting a lot of joy out of that, mate.
Yeah.
As I said, all the outrage that you poured into Liam Stocker being delisted,
Yeah.
all the outrage and all the time and energy you're spending in grovelling the misery in the misery of Collingwood, spend it
now.
Spend it on making and asking your club for more.
Yeah.
Because it will only happen unless you ask for
Look,
more.
enjoy the misery of Collingwood for the next few days. Give it to it, but then let's get back on track here.
We should always.
Don't worry about them. Don't worry about Geelong winning the grand final, maybe, or Sydney. Don't worry about them. Let's just worry about us now.
Correct.
Let's put all that energy into us, man. Like, man, even watching Geelong the other night, I'm telling you, it brought back memories of Carlton. I just sat back there and said, man, that's how I used to feel. I used to just love it, man.
You rock up to a game and you're confident.
Oh, I loved it, man.
You're always
Yeah.
confident.
Yeah.
I don't have that. I don't know what it feels like, but yeah.
No, and hopefully we do. But as we
I
said,
hope we do as well.
We'll
I'd
keep
love
on
to
going
win many
over this.
premierships.
Of course.
Give it to everyone.
But it has to change from the top, mate. Like, seriously, if they're not bringing out this message, how is everyone going to follow, mate? You're
That's
the
right.
leader.
Yeah.
You're the leader, mate. Go out there
Everyone
and
listens
lead
to
us.
them at the end of the day.
Huh?
The buck stops with them. Everyone listens to them.
Of course. You know what I mean? And I can understand people like they hang on things like Brownlow, Coleman and that. I understand that because they've got nothing. Well, we've got nothing else.
But it's not
Yeah, exactly.
So I understand what they do, but let's be serious here, man. Let's fucking.
I mean, everyone's got to.
Oh, you're not, and don't be scared to ask questions. Don't be scared to go, mate, because you know what? Whatever organisation should never be scared of the truth.
That's correct.
And to be asked questions, they should never be
If
scared.
you're scared of the truth, then something's
There's
wrong.
something wrong. You're lying.
So, again, the phone.
Hello. Who? You're joking. He's got a message.
Who now?
All right. Apparently, Sam Pang has a message for us.
A message for on behalf of everyone in the football community that doesn't barrack for Collingwood. We are fine with this current winning streak, as long as it ends 1 or 2 finals losses that are so horrific and heavy that there is genuine concern for the long-term welfare of the club.
There's one more thing we have to say.
There's only one in Collingwood. I love it when Collingwood choke. It's football's greatest joke. They've lost more grand finals than any other team. I love it when Collingwood choke. They can't get the ball to Cloak. They got Buckley's chance of winning. Here the Collywobbles come. I love it when Collingwood choke. It's football's greatest joke. They've lost more grand finals than any other team. I love it when Collingwood.
Hey?
It is pretty funny.
That's how you finish off the show. Of course, it's pretty funny. I'm telling you, I'm warning everybody.
That gave it to you?
All of you.
All
what
of
about
you.
the guy at your work? Give it to
Oh,
him.
I'm ringing him.
You're waiting.
Ringing him.
Better in person. Because you can see your face and you
Yeah,
can see
I
his
might go and see
demise.
it. No, I'm going to go and see it. I'm just going to ask the question.
Big grand final coming up. Let's all get around it. And,
Enjoy. It's the last week. Last week. At the end of the day, I love AFL. I love watching it. So it is a little bit. Look, I'm looking forward to the break. 100%. Yeah. But I think after a couple of weeks, you already start missing the footy. You know.
Let's all try to bandy up together and push these boys as far as we can. And I think even me, like I was looking at, and I'm trying to back off Twitter a little bit just so I can refresh. And I've got things.
Yeah, I think we need it.
And I've seen. I mean, who am I to say? Well, I'm not taking the moral high ground with this and all that, but I've seen things on Twitter that are just, I don't know. I don't like seeing personal spats and all that stuff. Like, and if you're going to disagree with someone, and you're going to agree with them or whatever it might be, and this is what I always try to do is argue about the football.
Yes, of course.
And there's even like with there's a Tottenham supporter on my Twitter. I can't remember what his. I can't remember the bloody name of the page. Falcon, Maltese Falcon.
Oh yeah.
We have a few like back and throws and all that, but it's not personal.
Football.
It's just he disagrees with me on a few things, and I say no, this is what I think, and then he says no, this is what I think, and you try to reach it, and it's not.
No,
mate, I don't care.
Like
Whatever. If you've got your opinion, you think that certain things should have happened or certain things can happen. And I've got my thing that I think should happen, or this is my opinion on things.
Correct.
You have your say, you have your say, you have your say.
Yeah.
Like obviously you brought it up, but like with what's happened.
Yeah, you don't need to get personal.
With Bucky
man.
and up the baggers and all that. I don't.
As soon as you get personal.
No,
look, I don't know. I don't know who that page is. I'm certain it's one person. I don't know.
Yeah.
I from what I see, I think it's one person.
Look,
but
Loki, I hope that person reaches out to Bucky and says sorry for all that shit.
Yeah,
mate,
and look, at the end of the day,
like me, I couldn't give a crap. But like, why do you have to get personal?
No, don't get personal.
And that goes to all of you.
Correct.
All of you.
All of you.
Look, we're not like no one's bloody shaved on the edges. No.
Oh
one's,
mate,
we're
I'm
just,
far from perfect.
But I think, and the one thing I want to say too is take things with a grain of salt. With what we always say on here,
Yeah,
we want our club to get better, obviously, but those things like that, they divide the fan base.
Correct.
Of course.
And no one's perfect.
If you actually look at what we individually say or collectively
and
the worst
thing you can do, the worst thing, when people, they clip one thing and they go, oh, look.
Yeah, of course.
That's the worst thing you can do, right? So, from my standpoint of view, and I haven't said this at all this year, but I thought I'd say it towards the back end of this year because we're coming to a close with all our footy and stuff. Let's talk about the football.
Yeah, of course.
And that goes to everybody.
Well, that's why we're here, isn't it?
Let's talk about the footy. People want to banter to other people. Okay.
No, the
let's
banter's
focus on Carlton.
Yeah.
Let's devote our time and energy into
my house.
And I don't want to see, and I haven't. Look, I try to not bite my lip, but I try to be. And the reason I haven't got into any personal Twitter spats or anything like that, not even that, is that I don't. It's not for me. It's all about the football.
Yeah, of
course.
I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. And I don't want to brand people with, because, mate, what's the saying? He who's without first sin, who's without sin casts the first stone. I'm not perfect. No. I'm not going to say you're a this or you're a that or he's a this or he's a she's a this or she's a that. Whatever, right? But, these people and, Bucky's got an influence. This Up the Baggers page has an influence. They've got a lot of followers and all that. Let's try to all bandy together to get the club to be better.
Of course.
Vent your frustrations at the people who
right.
can handle that sort of stuff. Don't get personal. Don't get into all that sort of stuff. If you disagree with something, talk it out, chat it out, and talk about football.
Oh, wait up.
Talk about football.
I've got an impromptu
I
banana
like
of the
it. I
week.
like it.
Or maybe bananas of the years. All the people that gave it to Lockie Plowman in the birthday section.
Don't do that.
That's
just
I don't know if we mentioned it last time, but
I think maybe we did, but
whatever.
I just came to my
Oh,
mind. Bro,
that's
that's fucked up.
you know,
bro.
like
that's shit.
Bro, what is that?
You know,
that is shit.
we might fly up the
I think we
handles
did.
out,
I think we did, but I just want to bring it up again.
No, I
Yes,
agree.
fucking this and
I hate
yeah,
it.
but that's in the game because we know they can do better.
Yeah.
We're not going to get personal and fucking, oh, you're shit, you don't deserve this and that, and I hope this for you. Like,
Yeah.
that's fucked up, man.
No. I'm telling you, like, we've all said things and that, you know what I mean? And if we go back and we would get everything we said, mate, probably 60% of the time we're wrong. 40% of the time.
I know.
we
You
end
know,
up-
I don't like that. I don't like that stuff. It just because then people try to slander him and slander her, and it just.
Neanderthals. That was another one. You know, like,
well, whatever, right? Okay.
Niagara Falls.
Just,
Niagara
no, you didn't
Falls.
say Niagara
just talk
Falls.
about
Just
football. Just talk about footy.
Neanderthals.
And
Neanderthals.
I'm not that naive.
Oh, it's Neanderthals.
Yeah. Look, and I'm not naive to think that stuff like that's never going to happen. It is.
No,
shit
it's
like
that's
that.
the world.
Welcome to
People always get personal.
welcome to reality, right? But for me and my thing is just let's talk about the footy.
Yeah.
Talk about footy.
That's it. That's
You know what's funny? We can all actually agree. We will all actually agree on this year. Like I even talked to Joe from Almost Blues Brothers, and I know his views and mine, and we kind of like we're kind of opposite, but we're also the same.
That's what that's what it is. Yeah. This is what it is with a lot of you've got opposing views,
but there's a common ground.
That common ground is that you want the club to be better.
Right.
Of course.
That's the common ground.
But you can understand from their point, and you can understand.
But everyone's got their ideas of what we need to do, what should be done. Everyone's got, and who's right, who's wrong.
We're all
no
experts.
one knows.
Everyone's an expert.
All armchair experts.
You need
as Christo said.
You need a healthy.
Right.
You need
but
a healthy,
he loves it.
But you need a combination of both.
Of course. Yeah. That's how we're going to get
better.
But
you also need to be real.
We're going to get better, yeah. And look, as a fan base, we're actually we're a good fan base. Carlton are good, man. They stick together. There's a lot of us, but we just want the best, man. I want to feel what bloody Geelong and Sydney are feeling.
The power again. The power.
I want to feel that again,
So
mate. So
let's try to create, a togetherness and a harmony. And
that's it.
While we're
Love.
Yeah, mate.
I think Broad has.
And back to the 70s.
And a frustration that's going to push the club forward.
Yeah, of course. Of course. But just everyone remember, all of this, remember how it felt at the start of the year, how good you felt.
Mate? What do I say? Doesn't
Remember
matter
that.
What people are, what they do, or if they disagree with you, me, him, I don't care who. Bucky, up the baggers, other pages, mate, I don't care, mate. I'll have a beer with you, mate.
100%.
I could not give two. Even Maltese Falcon, we've had two. Mate, I'll have a beer with you. Let's mate. I don't care.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm here. I want to see my footy club play
We'll
well.
probably try to do like something where we'll all catch up.
Whatever,
at the
mate.
end of
Whatever,
the year,
mate.
I reckon, like we did last year. We
Yeah,
did.
bloody oath, mate. Like, mate,
And we disagree, yeah.
You are us.
That's right.
And we are you. We're all, that's what it's all about.
100%.
That's what it's all about.
Big family.
That's how I thought I'd end
That's
today.
good.
Because
That's
I didn't like what I saw from all ends on Twitter this week. But anyway, that was just my
one more
musing.
thing. Sometimes it's only that one or two that stuff it up for everybody. The majority are pretty good, you know what I mean?
100%.
There's only that one or two who have their say
I
and they'll
agree.
say something. So
Whatever.
I think the majority
It
are
happens.
pretty good. Pretty
It's all
good.
that. So,
All right,
anyway.
that's good. All right, so
See
we
ya.
got
That's
our
how I feel.
last show next week.
Yes.
The big show. We might do a Christmas special where we do highlights again at the end of the year just for something to do. But next week's we've got some big guests, all sorts of shit going on. So
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, maybe 3. Poor. Anyway, I don't want to say. But with that third one, if we don't happen to get him this week,
it'll be sometime.
It'll be in the near future.
page.
No. The interview will be in the near future.
Yeah, correct.
And that's a huge interview.
Huge.
Yeah,
Enormous.
so we'll see how we go
Kind
there.
of leads into next year.
Yes, well it does. It leads into next year.
It'll be a nice grilling on my end too, just quietly.
Nah, it's all right. I'll shake hands.
Leave him and leaving them.
You might end up being like that Jerry Lewis. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Might cop one of these.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Oh, you're giving away sort of too much information there. I like it. I can just see the comments go now.
I'd love to cop one too.
Of him.
Yeah. I'd let it happen. I don't care.
do it.
Yeah. Kill me.
Yeah,
as hard as you can.
In the
You do it.
midsection.
You
Right to the ear.
Like Tyson. I'd love to get hit by Tyson.
Yeah, I would. I'd take it. Would you not? I'd take it for free.
At his best, and that's still one of the best fucking performers I've ever seen.
Maybe we get Lyndon Hoskins just to jab us.
I'm telling you, next year,
Oh, shit.
we're going to get Lyndon on, man.
We'll get him on.
We might even do an exhibition, like a little bit of a boxing. I reckon one of yous go in the ring with him.
Nah. Can't box.
Wouldn't mind. I'll go in the ring with him.
Everyone reckons they can get in the ring until they're in the ring.
No, I'll get on the ring.
What's Mike Tyson saying? Everyone's got a plan until they get hit.
That's true. That is the best line. Everyone's got a plan until they get hit in the face.
Oh, shit. Now it's real.
Correct.
Nah. All right, this is the deal. If he wants to and sets it up, I'll get in the ring with him.
Okay, all right.
I'll
message him. We'll message him.
We'll message him and we'll set
Well,
up.
he won't shy away from
No,
it.
he
I've
won't
got
shy
a great battle. I've got a great boxing match that could come up.
Oh, yeah.
Up the Baggers versus Bucky.
Oh!
Yeah, but tongue in cheek, I joke.
No, I want to see that.
That won't be a friendly boxing match.
No.
Anyway. But anyway, hopefully they can settle their
I don't know who the
Yeah,
other
but
bloke
you know what?
But I've
always-
seen Bucky. I don't want to get in the ring with Bucky.
After every boxing match, you can say, yeah, it wouldn't be friendly, but I'm telling you, after the match is respect, because they just got belted.
100%.
Both of them.
100%,
Always.
man. You got
Even
belted.
if you hate each other.
You ever hit? I'm
It's like,
sure we've
it's
all
like
done it.
KSI and Logan Paul.
Yeah.
They couldn't stand each other, and now they're business partners, and now they have an energy drink that sponsors Arsenal.
Crazy.
There you go.
Crazy.
Far out.
What's it called?
There you
Primal?
Prime.
That's unreal. No. Boxers are most respected people.
KSI, Logan Paul. If you jumperpunch@gmail.com,
If it ever comes across.
happy for you to sponsor part of the show.
Everyone make a TikTok of it and post it on your TikToks until
Who's
they
that?
see it.
Who's that English fella that's come over? What's his name? English African fella. What's his name? One. He's doing all the AFL stuff now.
Ole Tekers.
Oh.
Yeah.
He played soccer here. I'm not too sure
Yeah,
he played
yeah.
soccer. I think he played like NPL or some shit.
So-
For someone.
Shout out. Not a shout out. This is a call out to him. Apparently, Terry messaged him, Blue didn't respond.
Yeah, I heard that.
Everyone going is, you know what?
Spam him.
Spam him.
Go
Spam
into his comments on TikTok or his Instagram.
And just tag the Jumper Punch.
We'll drop his tags, his handles here.
That's it.
And
That's
just
it. We'll
spam-
do that and spam him.
Blue Abroad or Jumper Punch.
Yeah,
do
that's
whatever.
100%.
Hey, and he had some bad things to say about our theme song.
Yeah.
Remember that? We showed it last week.
Hey.
Get onto him. Get onto him.
and blow him up.
I'm going to make him
Like,
sing
make
the song
sure his
on
comments
the show.
blow
He
up.
becomes a
We'll
Carlton
make him-
supporter.
Well,
Make
we're
him
sitting
sing.
right here. Ole
Make him
Tekers
sing the
fam.
song.
Come on, fam.
And I'll sing it. I'll sing it
Sing
in
it
his
to
face.
him. Yeah, to him.
Really loud. Then say, now are you up? Now are you up?
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, now are you up? Now you up. All right.
God.
All right. What a show.
Arrivederci.
Thank you
Enjoy
very
the
much.
Brownlow. Go Crips. Come on.
Enjoy the. Hopefully, you did enjoy the Brownlow when this goes up.
Yeah, that's it.
And tune in to the overnight crowd on SEN when it's up.
Overnight crowd. Get onto the Jumper Bud channel. There's
Boom.
going to be the bloopers, which you're going to pitch yourself laughing. Definitely the overnight crowd. Well done.
Thank
my
you.
brother.
I
And
low-key hope Crips wins the Brownlow just for my card that I have.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
It'll be
And
worth a bit more.
he's got a card. If he wins the Brownlow,
I probably would
you
like
could
nearly like
you
7,
could
8,
retire.
9,000.
You could
I
retire.
wish, bro.
All right, guys.
Years,
Yeah,
when
probably.
he's triple
Big
premiership
show.
captain.
Relax, Joe.
12 and 10. All right. Go Blues!
Every morning, everybody in life starts off with the same amount of currency, 24 hours. At the end of the day, they all end up different because of the way they used their currency during that 24 hours. If you are smart and wise, obviously you spent some time reading books, listening to good tapes, or taking some studies somewhere, because you don't just wake up smart. And if you are stupid, dumb, ignorant, You bought that. And you paid for it by the time you sat down watching 5 movies in a row on HBO. That's all you are. Whatever you trade your time for, you become, it's currency. You buy life with time. So if you want to change the quality of your life, you have to change how you spend your currency.